beat. Beat.
Yes, people, shout out to everyone. Welcome back to your Monday Night Mudness. We have episode number 105 of the Mud Brothers Show. It is the conclusion of the season. It is pretty much over. The Premier League is done. The only competition we have left is the Champions League final, which is this upcoming weekend between PSG and Arsenal. But the Premier League is done. Our season, the teams, the league that we cover on this show, it's over. What an absolute season. Um, there were a lot of different expectations at the start for a lot of teams. And at the course of the season, lots changed. And we are where we are. Obviously, Arsenal winning the Premier League title. They officially lifted the Premier League yesterday. We have Manchester City finishing second, losing on the final day to H's Aston Villa, European champions Aston Villa as well. He said it himself, European champion has arrived. Shout out to BX Gunner as well. Talk to me nicely. The champions here. The champions are here. The champions have showed up in the chat. They are here in the chat today. But yeah, Pep side, Manchester City losing to Aston Villa at the Etihad. You know, Aston Villa don't even have a good record against Manchester clubs in Manchester. But Pep Guardiola, you absolute scrub. Once again, don't want to hear this guy's name in conversations with my GOAT, with our manager. You know, we didn't lose to Mikel Arteta and Arne Slot 2 years in a row. Didn't go 2 years without a league title like Pep did, with that infamous record that he has or whatever. And yeah, just scrub behavior. But Pep did lose to City. Obviously, he leaves City at the end of the season, and Enzo Maresca looks like is going to become their new manager. Manchester United finished third. That was obviously confirmed a couple of weeks ago, but we had a very good performance against Brighton. 3-0 winners against Brighton. Quite surprised. I think we'll have a couple of things that we'll say about that regarding our season and everything as well. Finishing 3-0, playing against a team that had something to play for. And just having, a very, very good performance. Didn't give them a chance at all. So good performance from United. Good way to end off the season. For us, Bruno obviously getting the 21 assists. Arguably should have not been counted as an assist, to be fair, because I've seen some people were arguing that could have been an own goal. I kind of see it, but he gets the 21 assists, breaks the record. There's been a little bit of turmoil on social media regarding Bruno Fernandes, Roy Keane, a lot of things being said. But that's everything regarding Manchester United. We obviously have a big summer ahead, and we're going to get more into it and our thoughts about the whole season itself. We've got Tottenham. Tottenham obviously surviving. I thought they were going to get relegated. I genuinely thought they were going to get relegated. But shout out to the homie Mike's. Shout out to him, man. It's been a long season for him, dark summer for him in terms of West Ham, and he drops down to the Championship. West Ham United do get relegated, along with Wolves and Burnley, of course, from the Premier League this season. Last but not least, we have Chelsea, who had a job to do against Sunderland to secure some sort of European football, and they couldn't beat Sunderland. Wesley Fofana got a red card. That's another red card this season. I don't know how many red cards they've had. Prime will tell you. But they lose 2-1 to Sunderland, and they don't get any form of European football, which I have been telling them might be a blessing in disguise, because look what it did for us. We jumped from 15th to 3rd place. We jumped 12 spots in the Premier League because, yes, we added quality, but also because we were playing just one game a week this season. So, cool. Today's stream is pretty much like a Premier League recap. So I'm pretty sure when the rest of the guys do show up, Prime's obviously already here. I'll introduce him in just a second. But when the rest of the guys do show up, depending on the club, we'll get to hear a recap of the season itself, how the season panned out, how the season worked out, their thoughts on the season itself. Towards the end of the stream, we'll do our Premier League picks. So we've got each and every one of us will get an opportunity to create a Premier League team of the season. We'll also be able to pick our Premier League, best player of the player of the season, flop of the season, most overrated player of the season. I have a couple of things that I've picked out for that, so we'll do all those different categories. Whoever obviously is able to make it as a panelist today, we'll get their thoughts on all that, and that's pretty much it. Don't really have predictions or anything. The only prediction we have left is for the Champions League final, and then we get straight into World Cup content, because the World Cup content is not going to is something that we are going to cover here on the Mud Brothers show. So we will be back into international football. The last time we did that was the Euros 2 years ago, but obviously we are back for the World Cup, so we will get into discussions for those and all those things as well. Shout out to everyone, though. Make sure you guys do run up the likes, keep subscribing. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Last episode, you guys showed a lot of love. We got some new subscribers in the building. We had a lot of people engaging in the chat, some new faces. So shout out to everyone in the chat who keeps supporting. And make sure you guys like this stream and like the video as well. Without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce the first co-panelist. Did lose to Sunderland this weekend. They have Xabi Alonso as the manager going into next season. And we'll get his thoughts on his recap of the season for Chelsea and stuff as well. But Prime is in the building. Big up to you, Prime. What are you telling me, bro? Yo,
sorry, my mic wasn't on. Yo, how's everyone doing?
good. Welcome. How are you doing?
Bro, the heat is unbearable today.
I've been hearing it's really hot. Apparently, yeah. I've been hearing.
Yeah. So just been enjoying the
weather.
heat. It's a bank holiday as well. Yeah. Bank holiday as well. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Season's over, so whatever happened in the season, no one cares now. World Cup content. You know,
Is it?
no one cares what happened. Yeah, no. Shik, listen, Spurs finished 17th. Liverpool didn't win the league. You know, Pep's gone. Chelsea finished 10th. No one cares, right? No one cares what happened.
No. We care. The people in the chat care as well. We need to get we need to do a recap before we close that chapter of the Premier League. You know, like we gotta do just like a quick recap, give our thoughts on the season and everything, and all that. And
Oh,
pick our. We'll do like our picks as well.
I didn't watch. I didn't watch the Chelsea game. Again, I was out enjoying the sun. I saw that for fun. I got sent off. I rushed home to join Lewis's watch along to laugh. I tried. Allegedly, someone tried finding a link for the game.
Allegedly,
the alleged link wasn't working, so I left home and I went back out to enjoy the sun. So I didn't watch the game. So yeah.
Big up to Jack Swagger in the chat as well. Big up Chin Lu. Big up BX Hunter. It is what it is, but we have to do what is right for the show. So we will start with Chelsea. Go on, Prime. Give us your thoughts on just the entire Premier League season that you've had. I think it's been a lot of ups and downs. Of course, you can start from the beginning. You can start from Club World Cup. From that moment onwards, you've had change of manager. You've had a lot of things change in the club, to be honest. I think the whole trajectory has changed. But yeah, go on.
When I saw how the window ended, the season, it's actually been 2 seasons basically. The first season, the first half with Maresca was going exactly how I expected with the window we had. The second half of the season with Rosenior and the other guy, McFarlane went exactly as I expected. So, like, these guys kind of played to my expectations, unfortunately. Chelsea fans are gassed that we have Xavi Alonso. I'm not gassed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not moved by it. Not that he's not a brilliant coach, but I don't think it makes a big difference.
One game a week now too. You think maybe what about the whole 1 game a week thing? You think that changes anything?
Yeah, we'll finish top 4, possibly win a trophy. Well done. I did that last season. Well done.
That is true.
I'm not. That doesn't impress. I'm doing the same thing I did a year ago. To do what?
True.
So we finished 3rd, but win what? Win the FA Cup. Now what? Now the aim after that is to go challenge. We won't do that. So why do I? It's gonna be, why do I care?
Yeah. Well, in terms of like your season and everything, we'll start off with this. Who are some players that you would keep and you would sell? Like, who's been, even though the season's been a little bit on the downside for you guys, who would you say has still been like your best player this season for Chelsea? Someone consistent enough that you would keep? I know there's a couple people that I could probably name at the top of my head too, but just on the squad itself, who needs to go, who needs to stay?
I don't know.
What would you change around? I guess, in your opinion,
I changed basically the whole squad. I mean,
the entire squad.
João Pedro's player of the year. I mean, great. He was a signing actually. I wasn't expecting, because I didn't watch him at Brighton, and then in like November I was very critical of him because he wasn't scoring goals. But yeah, he's done very well. I think he's got 20. Is it 20 goals? I think he has, or 20 goal contributions or something.
I also expected him to score goals, but I didn't expect him to score as many goals as he did. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
I think it's been a good
non-penalty goals as well.
So non-penalty goals and the type of goals he scored too. It's not like he scores like tap-ins or anything like that. He scores some really quality goals. So
yeah, good player. In terms of the rest of the team, like I get rid of most. I mean, who do I want to? Both goalkeepers can go. Every centre back can go, barring Colwell, Achimpong, and Mamadou Sarr. And Hato, he can stay too. I'd keep the fullbacks. I'd keep the midfielders, barring Lavia. He can leave. He's been here 3-4 seasons. has not played 90 minutes once, he can leave.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. I've seen that.
I'd get rid of every winger barring Estevao and Gittins. Gittins has been injured. He's not had a full season to play. And even when he was fit, he wasn't playing games because Maresca favored Garnacho.
You're also
So,
crazy. Luke Shaw has played every single game this season. And Lavia still hasn't played a full 90 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw's played every single game this season. 38 out of 38.
Yeah, but keep Estevao, Gittins, keep Jean Pedro, Soldala. That's about it, I guess. That's the squad.
Garnacho?
Yeah, I said I'd get rid of every winger barring
rid
Estevao and Gittins.
Barring Estevao and Gittins. Okay. Fair enough.
My problem isn't of the players we get rid. I know we'll get rid of the bad players in the squad. That's not my problem. My problem is, are we gonna do what's required and bring in ready-made quality to take us forward? That's my biggest worry.
Yeah, and looks like Xabi. I mean, it'll depend on what it is, but he might set up back three for you guys. You have a couple players who can do well in the back three. Like Reece
I'm cool with that. I want to play a back three. I like.
Would you play Reece as a center back, or would you play him as a right wing back?
I don't know. If you play Reece as a right center back, that means the left center back needs to be tall. Because Colwell's 6'1" or 6'2", and he's a good defender, but he's not like an aerial specialist. And Reece is like 5'11". So if you're gonna play a back three like that, you need a center back to be aerial dominant because we're not good at set pieces anyway.
Low-key, I play him right wing back, you know.
I don't trust.
The only reason I say that, the only thing that I wouldn't trust is his fitness aspect of him bombing up and down the pitch. Like that is not something that would be good for him, obviously considering his injury record. But the reason why I say that is because he's quality for you guys going forward, and he would add a lot. One, he's already good defensively, so having them like worrying on that right hand side defensively, I wouldn't be worried because I think Reece is good. But it's going forward where I think he could add for you guys a lot if he does play on the right wing as a right wing back. Although even if he does end up playing as a center back too, that's still good for you guys because defensively you know what you're getting with Reece. It depends a lot on who he pairs alongside with as well, like who his other center back partners are.
I think that's the big worry with.
It's a good thing to have though, to possibly play Reece as a wing back in some games, as compared to playing him as a center back, or bringing him on, let's say at the second half, to do a center back role. It's not a bad option in terms of that.
Yeah,
I think Cucurella can fit well as a wing back because he played at Brighton as a wing back.
I don't want to see. I don't really want to see him play wing back. I'd rather see Cucurella play in the back three. But the problem, you can't have a back three of Reece, Cucurella, and
No, I'm not saying play Cucurella as a center back. I'm saying play him as a left wing back.
No, that's what I don't want to play him wing back.
Where would you play him then?
That's fine. I don't want to see him play wing back.
But where would you play him?
Center back, personally.
But then you're gonna have a problem with
left center back.
Center back. I think he'll get bullied as a center
back. I know. That's what I just said. There's a problem with height, but I don't really want to see Correa play as a wing back.
But I think you'd rather want to see him play as a wing back because I feel like he'd have a real big problem as a center back.
I don't know.
Me personally, I think he'd get really bullied as a center back.
Not really. He's good defensively. The only problem is
not as a center back. Though. That's what I'm saying.
He's played left center back before at Brighton.
At Brighton,
when he was at Brighton, he played left center back, and Trossard played left wing back.
Oh, I thought he played wing back at Brighton.
He played both because there was injuries in the defense. That's why he played left center back.
So because of injuries, he played left center backs, but his position was really a wing back in that team.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't going forward. I don't know. I
But
would
okay, so do
rather
you
an
say he
actual.
doesn't? But do you say he doesn't play? You don't want him to play as a wingback because of his ability as a wingback, or because of who you have in your team?
I'm saying the attacking output of like even Gusto. I don't want like starting. I think as a
That
squad
I
player, I
hear.
think it's
Gusto,
okay
I
to
hear
go
he's
on starting.
trash. Yeah, that I hear. I
Kukurea
hear though.
Kukurea wide. I don't like necessarily want that person starting.
Big up, Jazz.
But I don't know. There's a lot of I don't know. There's we'll see what he wants to do. It's gonna be interesting. But I'm not I don't know, I'm just not like excited about anything.
I hear you. You're
Because
tapped out. I hear
in a
it.
year's
You're tapped
time,
out.
in a year's
I was like this, bro.
in a year's time, we're gonna be in the same mess personally. So I'm just not like I don't care.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear it. To be honest, he can play
Yeah,
left center back
I
at
just don't
Chelsea who has the
care.
ball
Like
more times than
time,
not. I don't
yeah,
know.
in a year's
On that aspect, I hear it, Jazz, but it's just like I don't know. I feel like he's gonna get bullied out there, depending on who he goes up against, the teams that
uh,
they go up against. But I hear it though. I hear it. I
yeah.
hear it though.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The big thing is the wing back. Um I think Quenda can play out there, but we're gonna need to buy at least one more, maybe two. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same as when Aspie played. Yeah, but Aspie played there, but we also had David Luiz and Cahill, who were great aerially, and that's my problem. Even with Reese playing right center back, Colwell is not necessarily like. I mean, he's better than like Chalobah and Fafana in the air, but he's not like an aerial demon. Meaning, one of the center backs has to be brilliant aerially. So whether it's Reese playing as a right center back or Cucurella playing left center back, the other center back has to be great in the air. So I don't know, but we're going to need to buy at least one center back, preferably two. We're going to need to buy at least one wing back, preferably two. We're going to need to buy a number 10. We're going to need to buy another striker, personally. I think we need to buy a striker or a 10. But yeah, I don't know. We'll listen. We'll see what they want to do. We'll see what the board attempts to do and half-ass it. But even with the current squad that we have, it's still good enough to finish in the top four with Xavi as the coach. So
what's your current squad?
with our current squad, it's still good enough to finish top four. With Maresca, we would have finished fourth with Maresca.
I can hear that.
So the current squad is still good enough to finish in the top four.
Yeah,
now,
if you want, Jazz, I'll send you the link. No worries, Jazz. I got you.
Now that's not like I'm not saying that like
right
that's anything. I'm not saying that like that's anything special, by the way. But just because the quality of this league and us having a good coach that sets us up properly and players are actually fighting and not downing tools. I mean, we almost like if we had just won a couple of games, we would have finished in Champions League spot anyway. And that show. And considering how bad we've been in 2026, we still almost finished in it. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not like, bro. I'm just waiting. In 18 months' time, Chelsea fans are going to be cussing out Xabi Alonso. They're going to call him a Liverpool spy. You know, when you're sending him because I'm just like I just don't care.
I still think it's a little way too early to see where things can go. Your season, your next season is heavily dependent on who you buy.
I'm just judging off of what they've been doing previously.
Yeah, no, I hear. That's why I'm like, I've always said managerial is not has not been the issue at Chelsea. To be honest, like every manager is gonna have an issue if you don't back your manager. You know what I mean? So
we've not backed any
I think it's gonna
necessarily
be the same thing.
I didn't want Pochettino, right? I thought he was awful. I knew that from the beginning. However, you hired an experienced manager that's known for developing young talent to be world class. You didn't back him at the beginning. You brought in Maresca, who in January when we needed a forward depth, we needed a striker. He didn't sign anyone. He got us top four. He then went to the Club World Cup when no one expected us to win. People thought we'd get battered by PSG. He went and battered PSG, and he didn't back him after that. Two managers that deserved backing for different reasons. You didn't back them. Why should I believe they're going to back Xavi Alonso? Who is Xavi Alonso to these guys? Why should they back him when they didn't back a manager that's actually achieved a success under this ownership? And they didn't back Pochettino, who is on paper actually deserved it because he's an experienced coach that actually knows how to develop young talent. He didn't back those two. Why should you back Xavi Alonso? Why?
Yeah. No, I hear that. That's what's all.
So I don't know. We'll see.
No doubts to have. I hear that. Big up to Rodri as well. First of all, I'm not out here celebrating Bruno's achievement. Like I've if anything, I've mentioned it probably like once or twice. So you have to say congratulations to me on that because it's not an achievement. It's not an achievement.
I'm seeing the post. No, but Shik, I'm seeing the post from United account and Bruno and like people are, and actually the way United fans are celebrating this, because it's something I really want to talk about. Is it not weird that United are treating this like it's, yes, okay, it's great that he's the top assister in Prem history or whatever, but they're treating this like the thing is like it's a major trophy. It's like it's not like he won the Ballon d'Or. That's
what I'm saying, bro.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this: if Arsenal were doing this, if Arsenal this season had finished second again and they were celebrating Eze being the top assister in Premier League history with 21 assists, we'd all laugh. We'd all laugh and mock Arsenal. Yeah. But because it's United, we all have to clap and say, well done, and he should win Player of the Year. No, because it's Man United. But if it's Arsenal, we'd all laugh. We'd all laugh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I
think it's weird.
Cool. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Cool. You broke the assist record. It's not like I've always said with this whole Player of the Season thing too. Like, do I think he deserved Player of the Season? Honestly, no. I don't think he really deserved it. I've always gone along with the thing of Player of the Season should go to someone from the team that won the league. I always just think that. And I feel like it should have been someone from Arsenal, to be honest, because they have really been better. They have, like, and I think their players have performed better in terms of a standard. Like, what has Bruno been chasing? Again, people are sitting there talking about when Kevin De Bruyne had all those assists and when Henry had all those assists, it led to something. When Kevin De Bruyne had those assist records, it led to a league. It's not like he was out there doing nothing or just getting assists for whatever. It was leading to wins and success and trophies for them at the end of the season. But I'm not taking that away from Bruno Fernandes at all, though. This is not no discredit to him. Very well done. Like, very, very well done. And if anything, this is what we've been asking from you for years since you've been here. This whole elite chance creation and all that stuff is fine. And all the way that you play and stuff is fine. But this is the type of level that we were asking from you since you've been here. And it's a shame that we've seen it while you're 31 years old. Also, we're on the brink of leaving, by the way, at the start of this season, when things were coming out on how you don't think the club wants you here and all of that. So it's very well, like, nice when, a lot of people are jumping on this Bruno Fernandes ship now because things are going well, but it's not changed anything for me at all, bro. You don't just forget about all these other things that have happened. Like John McGinn, like, shout out to him because he's actually like Villa's, like, he's literally Aston Villa for them the past couple of years. This guy saved them from the brink of relegation, and he's won a Europa League before you as a captain. And you've been to 2 finals, and McGinn has won a Europa League before you. So these type of things, I don't forget. It's like these type of things I don't forget. Bruno's had good teams. Bruno's had a lot of good midfielders around him too. Bruno's had good attackers in the past before as well. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, with the whole Bruno thing, you don't gotta congratulate me on that, Rodri, because I'm not one of those who's going out there saying Bruno Fernandes assists. This is our player. This is that, and player of the season. I'm at a point where I just want to win. Like that's I want to win as a team, with or without Bruno Fernandes. That's something that never changes. But yeah. Anything more about Chelsea that you want to say or discuss, or any players that come to your mind that you would want next season? There's been reports about Enzo leaving. I heard about Enzo leaving, of course. Looked like in the last game of the season, the way that he was clapping off the fans kind of looked like it was his time was up. Shout out to Spooby as well. Big up to you, Spoobs. What are you telling me, bro?
Big up, lads. Big up. You hear me okay, yeah?
Yeah, perfect.
Hey, pick up everyone in the chat. Pick up Brian. Pick up Shik. What are you guys talking about? What's up?
So we're basically doing recaps of all our teams. So we're just going to go one by one of everyone's season. So we were speaking on Chelsea. Prime was basically just telling us about, how like his thoughts on how the season went by, on what his expectations really were when, Maresca was the manager at the start of the season and the window that they had, and then what his expectations were when Rosinha became manager and how they were all correct because he thought all this was going to happen. We're pretty much just talking about Chelsea and like the recap of their season. I was dwelling a little bit into United because someone put up a comment about Bruno, but since you're here, we'll get to that right after. But let's get your thoughts on Chelsea's season so far. You are someone who's very critical of Chelsea at times.
Hey, it's funny how things work in life,
Hey, listen, all I'm gonna say is we were told last season that we were just 15th, That's what we were told.
15. You remember that? You would have got one game a week. You would have got this. You would have got that. And hey, this just shows you, okay? You have to be careful what you say, okay? Because life will come.
Went from we won it all to not playing in any European competition.
That is crazy. That is crazy. And listen, it's not. I'm not even getting after like Chelsea fans like Prime or
like Prime,
like serious, like actual, but like those Chelsea fans like CP is one because they week in week out he was doing that.
CP when they're good he's here. That's the thing. This is the truth. When they're good he's here. When they're not good he's not here.
He's not here. And listen, Prime's here all the time. This isn't directly at Prime, but like CP with these like he was doing this week in week out, and I don't blame him. Because I was giving him stick as well, so it is like but I think if you really get a serious CP, he's pretty honest with it.
He's pretty honest.
For us to do our job with Brighton, and you guys just had to did you guys have to draw or win, Prime?
Or did you have to draw? I think they just had to draw. Yeah,
because just have to.
All the results were going their way, so we had to win. I think Brentford had to get a result against Liverpool or draw against Liverpool or like not get a result, drop points against Liverpool if I'm not wrong. Something like that. And then
so like for them just have to draw to get
everything was going in hand up until Chelsea. It was literally all in Chelsea's hand. Everything else was set in stone for them to do something. So
big up Jack Swagger too.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying like it's for them just have to draw to get into Europe, and then we've done our job, and then did you watch that match?
Our match?
No, the Chelsea match.
No, I didn't watch the Chelsea match. I just tuned in to the moments to see when the red cards and the goals and stuff were happening, but I didn't watch the entire game. No, I didn't. Go on, you can speak.
Palmer, I don't
Prime didn't
listen.
Watch the game either. Yeah,
I'm saying it now. I don't want Cole Palmer. I was like a couple of weeks ago.
You know what? Like, I've turned it around. I also don't want him.
I don't want him anymore.
I low-key don't want him anymore. Because, bro, he's awful, man. I don't know what's happened to him. Like, I don't know what's happened to this guy, bro. Genuinely, like, people in the chat, like, I think you guys need to realize, like, he's playing like Garnacho levels. Like, he's literally on those levels. The way he gives the ball away foolishly at times. His final product is trash. Like you can tell he's lacking so much confidence because we've seen at times where Palmer will take on players and he expresses himself. But now it's like, even when he tries to do that, like it's just terrible. Like he's a mix of, he's like a slightly better version of like Garnacho Madueke. Like that level, if we're completely being honest, bro. Really, to be honest.
I was gonna go harsher than that.
He's had like the injury prone and all that time. No, bro, I'm on that, bro. Like this season, he's performed like a Garnacho, and like he's been on Garnacho Delap level for them this season. Let's just be completely honest. This is Cole Palmer we're talking about.
yeah, it's not even about assists or goals either. Just
It's
like
just your
performance.
entire round game, like your
Yeah.
overall all round game, bro. Like it's not been good. It's not been good. And I'm speaking of someone who, just like Spoobs a couple of weeks ago, would have taken Palmer at United.
Kind
Still,
of on the edge, like, yeah, I'll take Cole
yeah,
Palmer.
and basically to
for-
say that I've been a fan of Cole Palmer. I've rated Cole Palmer when he had that first season at Chelsea. I thought it was legit. And it could have been like, you know what, it's a one season wonder, whatever. Even in the second season, I thought he was at a certain level. And then it came to a thing where, okay, throughout the season, he wasn't really playing consistently well. Then came the Club World Cup final where he has a world-class performance yet again. Scores two of like the most similar goals, but he splits them apart and has a great performance in the Club World Cup final. Scored in the Euros final. Like it became a thing where Cole Palmer was there for being there at least in finals. Shows up in Conference League final, whether it's Betis or Conference League, whatever. It's the final at the end of the day. And then he performed the way that he did in the FA Cup final.
Hey, listen, I mean, let's not repeat our mistake of accepting an English reject from Chelsea. Okay, we've done it. We've done it before. Mount, stand up. Mount, stand up. Like, let's not make this mistake again. The only time I would take Palmer is if it was for a lot less money at the minute. Because what are you paying for right now? And I was going to be more harsh on him. I was going to be more harsh. I was going to compare him to someone that.
Do you think he should have gone for the should have been selected for the England squad?
No.
No.
Not in form, no. If it's form based, but no, it can't be form based because a lot of players that have been selected for the English squad haven't been selected. Oh, the dickheads in chat. Anyway, pick up Don. But no, I don't think Cole Palmer should have been. The only good thing about Cole Palmer though is his penalties. He's good at penalties. And listen, I know that's a little thing, but in cup competitions, it's. But apart from that,
but it's
I don't know.
It's like we don't say like Saka or Foden or these guys. Yeah, you know, at least they're good at penalties.
Apart from that, yeah,
they don't get judged like that. You know.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yo, what about you, Prime? Your thoughts on Palmer? We were just talking on Palmer real quick. Me and Foos just basically said how we wouldn't take Palmer anymore.
Oh dear, Benito.
Do you really think you could sell Palmer for like 100 million, Prime?
No,
I don't think he'd go for. There's no chance he goes for 100 million, bro.
Oh,
no chance he goes for 100.
Yeah, did I not tell you?
Oh, Prime's lagging.
I think you're lagging a little bit, like your mic's lagging.
Yeah,
cutting out a little bit.
I think your internet's lagging, bro. Here, Benito, like, what would you sell Palmer for?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, we can
hear
you.
me
Better now.
Yeah.
Better now. Yeah, better. Go on.
I'll be back.
All good. See some more comments in the chat.
Benito, what would you sell? Benito, what would you sell Palmer for?
That's what I'm saying, Jack Swagger.
100 million, you couldn't sell Chelsea. Jack, these Jack Arsenal Swagger, fans are at it. These Arsenal fans.
They're at it. Palmer is equal to simple Jack. Man, to see a couple of these other comments. SBO's in the chat comparing Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta. You're just being salty, man. You got to just concede and just tell them that they deserve the Premier League. That's really what it is, bro. That's really what it is. We can talk about Pep Guardiola, though. We can talk about Pep Guardiola, though. We can talk about him real quick if we want.
Oh, Pep Guardiola. Oh, God. Did you see his little send-off?
He even had a send-off because I'm not hearing nothing about it on social media.
Oh, he came on.
I'm not hearing nothing about no send-off like that.
I think he's gone. I think he's gone.
Yeah,
he came into the center of the pitch and done a wee speech. You know, if you see me in the street, give me a hug and man shit. Like, fuck off. Like,
if you see me in the street, give me a hug. The fuck?
Yeah, that's what he said. I'll need it. That's what he said.
That's crazy. Let me go ahead.
He's gone.
Let me go ahead and introduce real quick another person in the panel too. He's been on the channel before. Good to have him on, obviously, on every single stream, but it's also good to have a Spurs fan on the stream after a very, very long time. So shout out to Jez is in the building. What are you telling me, man, Jez?
Yo, what you saying? What you saying?
Good, man. You survived. Hey, you're gonna be with
Yes,
us in
go
the league next
Jazz.
year, bro.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
Hey, we
Yeah?
didn't kick
You know,
you out of the Premier League group chat. We didn't, bro.
hey,
You're
that's
still
right.
here.
That's right. Hey, you know what? You know what? You see Don C with the sunglasses and shit. So I had to pull up with my own sunglasses.
Yeah, there you go.
The
I had to pull
profile-
up my own sunglasses. Like, see, Don C thinks he's the only one who can have this
The
sunglasses in my.
sunglasses, yeah, man.
No, I'm saying,
What's
bro,
up,
Fucking
nah,
man?
Hotspurs.
nah, come
Nah,
on, man,
but
come on,
what's
man.
going on,
It's a
Jasmine? How you been?
fucking-
Everything's good?
nah, I think good, man. I hope you two been good as well, man.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Bless.
Good.
You already know.
It's been a long weekend, and the weather's been getting extremely unbearable now as well.
Like,
So,
I hear
I'm
it. It's been
dying.
getting really hot. Yeah, I've been hearing it's been getting really hot. But yeah, good to have you on. Obviously, we're just kind of doing recaps, and I know you were in part of some of the conversations with like regarding Chelsea and stuff like that. Anything you want to add onto some of the stuff that we said regarding Chelsea? I know
I
we were
was,
talking about formation. We were talking a little bit about like Palmer and all that stuff going into next season. But yeah, your floor is yours.
I'm probably just gonna keep it like because obviously I wasn't here for the whole conversation, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously, was out. I just came from outside, so
yeah,
I feel like when I look at just the corner squad, I do believe when they're actually on it, and if the players are actually responding to them, considering the fact that they're playing once per week, there shouldn't really be an excuse for them to not play and get top four, right?
yeah.
Like even England probably gonna get top five, but I feel like them guys they shouldn't be relying on is England gonna get top five this year? So I feel like not only is the squad good enough to go and get top four, but considering the fact that they're only gonna play FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and Premier League, there should really not be an excuse for even the better players not be able all of them to come together and step up and get top four. Because I feel like then you really have to have real conversation about the players. Yeah, we can look at
Yeah.
Alonso and say context where a lot of players get injured was Alonso doing a terrible job. But even with that, just from a talent perspective alone, there shouldn't be a reason if you believe that these players are that good. If you tell me that they're still in rotation considering all these things, considering that they're not playing Champions League football or European football, then I'll be honest, then you have to really look at the players. Like there's already big question marks about the Chelsea squad, but there should be even further question marks if these guys cannot go out there and get them at least top four.
Surely that would be like a thing that I at least Shabby would be looking at too when he was accepting this job. Is like, okay, if this is the squad, and if he thinks the squad is capable of finishing top four too, and I think that's probably what the expectation probably is going to be next year too. At least get Champions League football, try to win a domestic competition. But then it's like Prime was right. It's like, what difference does that make in terms of your this season or last season or any of the seasons?
How's
To
that?
be
That's
honest,
it's not different. Okay, you guys can hear me, right? Yeah.
yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no different from last season.
No, it isn't different.
Say we finish third and win the FA Cup. That's great. We finally won a domestic trophy in 8 attempts at Wembley. Awesome. We finished third, which is better than fourth, but we're still not competing. We're not like it's not any better.
Cutting out again. You're cutting out again, Prime.
Oh, shit, Primes. Hey, Jez, do you think that one game of myth thing?
Really?
I've been hearing a lot of arguments. Oh shit, is Prime back?
I think the connection is still bugging.
Yeah, Prime.
You guys
It's
can't
like
hear me at all.
Hey, Jez.
no, it's cutting in and out. We can hear you at times, and then it cuts out.
Yeah,
while
it
you were
keeps
like,
cutting out. Is the one game of myth thing good for a club?
I think it depends. I think it depends on the level of the team. To be honest, like if the level of the team isn't bad, you can take advantage of playing just once a week. If the level of the team isn't that great, then it doesn't really matter if you playing once a week. The team is still terrible.
I agree. Like if we were playing one game a week this season with Hoyland and Garnacho and the team that we had with Onana, I don't think we'd be where we are right now, even with a better manager, even with someone better than Carrick, you could say too. I don't think we'd be where we are.
Yeah, if there's some players, if you have a certain amount of players that you can kind of get behind and go, yeah, if your team is bad, then you kind of want one game. Like if your team has no redeeming qualities, you kind of want one game a week.
And think about it too, like they kind of have some of the problems that we have too. We had a goalkeeping problem going into this season. They have a goalkeeping problem for years now, like for 2 seasons now. Their center backs were an issue. Ours weren't like necessarily like an issue. It was more so the system that we were playing, and I guess sometimes because of that system, who we were fielding out.
Well,
But
they got an
attackers were the
attack issue.
problem. Yeah,
That's
attack was a
what
big
we
issue.
had.
Look at their attack as well. And
Yeah.
like, I mean, if anything, they have one of our attackers that we had last season. So like,
Jesus
their
Christ.
their attack is a problem too. It's kind of the same issues that we had going into this season as well. Like, now, let's say if they do end up getting, like, let's say they revamped our attack like how we revamped our attack. We got 3 new attackers, spent like 200 million plus on all 3 of our attackers, and I thought they did pretty well. I thought they did decent this season. If they have a similar, window like that where they kind of revamp certain positions in certain departments in their team, yeah, I think they could push for like top 4 for sure, with even 1 game a week. And I think they could perform better than how we did in some cup competitions too, considering we obviously just went out in the first game with
We
Ruben.
don't need any.
But yeah,
we don't need a new squad to do that though.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying though, bro. Like, obviously,
That's the thing. We don't need a new squad. Like, that's when people talk about this squad overhaul, we don't need a new squad to get top 4. We're a good manager, which is what we had in Maresca. Even with the lap coming off the bench and stuff like that, it's still good enough to get top 4, or at least finish or 5th, which is an extra Champions League spot. It's still good enough.
No, see,
and that's my problem.
Yeah. No, but see, but this is where I was kind of like going into the direction is that, because even though I 100% agree with you, like, right, like, even if you finish 4th in the FA Cup, right, considering how the last 3 years has been, yes, it feels good that you in this season did well, but long-term wise, where are you really progressing? Which is a valid question. I'm more so just speaking about what talking about what the expectation for next season should be, right? Which is, again, because it's important to be back in the Champions League. It's important to try and go actually compete the FA Cup, right? If you can go and do that, it's a good season. But then the world question becomes cool, you're back in the Champions League. Yeah, exactly. Like, cool, you're back in the Champions League. You won a trophy. But where do you go from there? Because it kind of reminds me like Tottenham, where there was this period where we was getting consistently Champions League, where to the point I'm sitting here saying, like, and this was me a while ago, before even a lot of Tottenham fans started getting onto that and saying, what's the point of really playing Champions League football every year if you're not going to go and try to compete for the Champions League? What's the point of qualifying for Champions League football if you're not trying to go and compete for the title?
Fair. Yeah,
it gets to a point, isn't it? It gets to a point. It's cool in the first 2-3 years when the club hasn't been there in a very long time. It's cool, laugh, everybody's happy. Shit, you see how United fans are happy that you guys got Champions League football.
Champions League,
but are you going to be satisfied by, in 2 years' time, you qualify for Champions League, but you're not progressing as a football club? Are you guys then still going to be happy that you get in Champions League football? Not really.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, 100%.
No. And then that's why I'm like, I've seen this before, so I'm not. I don't like going into the season. Like, I don't care, because it's going to be top 4, possibly a trophy, yay, and then everyone's going to get gassed and saying, "Oh, we can go for the league," just for us not to be able to, because we're going to have a poor window, and then people will blame this whole stuff about, Alonso is now a manager and he gets a say on transfers. All this is just great words, but it's just going to be used against him when we sign bad players.
Does he actually get a say on like all that type of stuff?
Apparently, he gets a but it's also a collaboration. We have like 5 sporting directors, so
it's the same thing as Maresca. It's pretty much the same thing as Maresca, or Maresca had no say on transfers.
No, it's the same bullshit. Because with Maresca last summer, remember the stuff coming out that Maresca spoke with the Lap and he really likes him. He spoke with Garnacho and wanted him at the club. It's the same bullshit. So I'm not impressed. We're gonna either sell Achimpong or loan him out, and we're gonna keep Chalobah. And the briefs that are gonna come out about Chalobah is that Alonso really likes him. He values his leadership in the team. Chalobah's gonna stay. He's signing a new contract. So I'm not like, like, I can see through the BS. You fooled me once, so I'm not going to be fooled again. But the thing is, Chelsea fans are gassed because we lost the cup final, our 7th Wembley defeat in a row, and 30 minutes later we announced Alonso, which everyone knew was done. They were just waiting to announce it after a loss in a final again, and they just don't care. These guys this ownership has allowed Arsenal to win this title. Because if we had actually tried to sign some quality players, why couldn't we have won the league this season? Or at least challenge for it. Arsenal have got to a Champions League final. Why couldn't we have got to the final ourselves on the other side of the bracket if we had actually strengthened properly in the summer? It's just failure. It's just embarrassing. And Chelsea fans just accept it. Just accept failure.
It's crazy, man.
Listen, Alonso, I hope it works out and everything, but I think it's a bad idea you joining this list. But whatever, we'll see. People don't agree with me. People think like I'm wrong for saying Alonso shouldn't like join this list. But whatever, we'll see. Hopefully it changes. But I have no faith. You spoke about Cole Palmer saying that you don't want him at United. That's funny because I said this to you guys months ago.
We said that too.
That you guys can take him. He's ass. I said this to you. He's ass.
No, at that time we were still saying we take him. Like we were just saying we were taking for cheap.
And I told you.
Now we're saying we don't want him at all. Now we're just saying we don't want him at all.
No, I told you then he's ass. I was the first person to call out Cole Palmer at the beginning of last season when he was scoring all these goals. He got like 4 goals against Brighton, and people were gassed. And I said, no, he's not playing well. He's just scoring goals. The guy's been asked for 2 full seasons. So when people are crying that he's not in the England squad, he doesn't deserve to play for England. I didn't think Tuchel would have the balls to drop him and Foden. So the fact that Tuchel actually dropped them both and picked his squad, I rate that. Now, are England still going to win the World Cup? No, because England are not good. But I rate that Tuchel picked his own squad and is going to do it his way. But Palmer, listen, all these excuses people say about you, Maresca held you back, you now got Rosenior, you were still poor. Great. Let's see what you do next season because no excuses now. Really, there's no excuses for me. Like, for me, next year, your last year, personally. The only reason why I don't want to sell you is because there's bigger problems in the team I want to get rid of. But next year's your last year for me. It's your last year.
I hear it. Yeah, it's this whole injury thing with him too. Benito says he needs surgery. Don't think he's been
It's
like.
It's not.
Bro, I felt like he was rushed at times.
It's not injuries. This guy's running hard. He's tracking back. It's not injuries. He's just ass.
It's like a final third. It's not the Palmer we've seen that once. Like it's not about what work rate, right?
Bro, Jimmy said this like a good while back. Like Palmer's great when the team's playing amazing, but he's not like he won't drag the team up. He's not like a Hazard. He's not going to carry the team when it's down.
True. That is true. It's just still crazy to me. His best season was under Poch. It's crazy. Like that's such a that's so bad. That's so bad on him. Like for real.
People still have stocks in Palmer.
That's true, and you can say that about us too, Prime.
Bro, if this was if this was any other player, if I named any other player that had, bro, people tell me that Odegaard is washed. How is that any different from Palmer? You've only had 1 good season in 3. How's that any different?
That's the thing, isn't it? Because I remember like when at the time, like, because Kane used to be called a 1-season wonder, right? But then he still backed it up after each year to a point where you know that this is just him as a player. How can we really say about Palmer? Like, I feel like with Palmer, there's this thing of just because you had that 1 season, you're trying to cling to it, but he's got nowhere near close to that. So, okay, you can still say he's a good player, but it's fine to admit that he's not that level that you guys thought he was. That's fine.
Since that season, he's been on a constant regression. It's been a constant regression. And the thing is, getting worse and worse.
Last year, people could say, well, he had the GA, he turned up in the 2 finals, but he followed it up with this season. If he had like been on fire this year, then you could just say last year, okay, he wasn't that great, but he still got the GA and everything. But he's just consistently regressed. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, this is why I don't get onto Enzo, because barring João Pedro, the only other guy that's going to score goals in the team is Enzo Fernandez. Palmer won't score goals. This guy also misses penalties as well now. So what is he doing in the team? He's running around. He's doing Mason Mount. He's doing what Mount
No,
did.
low key respect to
Cardio.
Enzo. Enzo was twerking for another club like a couple of months ago, and like in January, still ended up performing
he's
towards
still-
the end of the
and he's still
season.
playing,
Yeah,
he's still
still
playing.
performed. Yeah, like you know what, fair play. Fair
You
play.
see
Enzo.
why
Yeah,
I don't trust
I don't know
Enzo.
about that.
At least he's
Fair play.
trying. What's Palmer doing?
Well, Palmer's still working hard. Endo's still working hard. I'm not like, yeah,
Working
I know
hard.
I'm the one to crash on Enzo. I mean, but working hard is a requirement for a player. Listen, How can you say-
Enzo's performing. Palmer's not performing.
That is the difference. You have to admit
Yeah.
that.
I'm not.
D-
Listen, I'm not. You
Enzo
guys
is
know how I
performing.
feel about Enzo.
we can
I'm
go
not-
into
you
games.
know-
He didn't perform this game.
Scooby.
Yeah, but we're talking about
Scooby,
over a
you
course
know
of
how-
the season,
No, but Scooby,
individual games.
Oh,
Yeah, but
you
even
know
if
how-
we do
you know
go,
how I
but even
feel
if we
about-
do go to games, though,
Scooby-
Swoops, there's
hold
more
on,
games
hold
where
on.
Palmer didn't perform
Sure.
than Enzo.
Scooby,
Yeah,
Sure.
there's
Scooby,
more
you know how I
games.
feel about Enzo. You know how I feel about Enzo.
No, I got you.
So the fact that I can still defend him and say, bro, at least he offers me something. He's offering
He
me
has.
goals
He's been.
that I don't
yeah.
have in the
You know,
team.
you know,
You're right.
Palmer just not
You know what's the
offering
same-
anything.
You know, it's the same thing for me. Like, it's the same way. It's the same way. Like the way I look at it. I still don't rate Joe Pellegrini. I don't care that he helped me save relegation. I still want him to leave, but you can still
Yeah.
appreciate what he did. It's the same thing, basically. So,
Oh shit, Jez! I remember the last time you were on and you were talking shit about Paulinho. Okay, go
How
ahead,
crazy is it that,
I
Jazz, that
remember
it's
that.
Paulinho who keeps you in the league?
No, like not big up to you. Is like now enjoy your time back at Bayern. You
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm not like, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
did
we
what
can
you
we
did.
can we
Yeah,
can
you
you did
we
what
can
you
we
did.
can
Now it's like,
we
it's
can
fuck
get
off.
there when we get
Yeah.
there, because obviously we still in the Chelsea topic. But I was just using the Paulinho comparison that you can still appreciate a player even if you don't rate a player as highly. You know?
Yeah,
But at least the guy tried to do something. At least he's trying to impact. But then you have the other guy. Yeah, it's cool if the other guy worked out. But if the guy is doing nothing, then why are you really on the field then? Other than I know what, but he could do something. Like it's like no Luka Doncic with the Lakers, bro. Mister If, like if the situation was better, if he was playing right wing, if he was playing in the
Yeah.
number 10, if he had more freedom, always if. But when
Excuses.
are you actually going to do something? Is that? This is what I'm saying. Like, when are you actually going to show up for the team? Why all these hypotheticals?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, even if Palmer performs next season, you know why I won't get gassed? Because the 4 years you've been at Chelsea, you've only performed 2 seasons when we're not in Europe. So, and like I've got like I don't care about anything in the team right now. Like I don't care about anything. Like this is the most dejected I've ever I felt about Chelsea. And
No, it's dark. It really is.
like
though.
we
It's
finished
actually-
we finished 10th before, we finished 12th with Potter. Like, and this is the most dejected I've actually felt. Because there's no
like generally the
there's-
most I feel
there's
bad
no real
for
light
Lewis,
at the end
bro.
of the tunnel.
I feel bad for Lewis. I genuinely feel so bad for Lewis. 'Cause every time Lewis, that clip just plays for Lewis every single time, bro. You guys know what clip I'm talking about.
But the thing is,
every
what
single
Lewis said
Yeah,
back
I know-
then,
I know
he
which
was.
one.
But the thing is, he was right. But at that moment, though, like he had a point. With Moresco, we could do anything. The guy walked. He walked because he wasn't getting backed. So now the squad is being exposed for what it is.
It's not even that whether he was right or wrong. It's just so crazy to think like there's a clip like that out there, and then you guys now finish 10th.
Yeah, I
And
think that's
how-
pretty much it. Like, it's like
That's
just
what it is.
one
Yeah.
of them ones.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, just while we have Jez on the panel, just
Yeah.
Jez, what's your thoughts on Alonso to Chelsea? Like, do you see him changing the system much? Like, what? Because obviously
You've
you probably
obviously
watched
watched,
him a lot.
Xabi Alonso more.
Yeah.
You watch Bundesliga, and you probably watch more of his
Yeah,
time
actually,
at
yeah,
Leverkusen,
'cause,
and
Jez,
Madrid, and
maybe-
everything too.
I don't know if you know what I think. I'm as much as I rate Alonso, I'm not moved by the appointment of him because I don't think things change in the long term.
That's just the thing, you know, because that's the thing, right? Because you have to also think about and obviously this is not to discredit like Bayern Leverkusen and what he did, because that was very impressive considering the wage budget that Leverkusen had compared to everybody else.
Mhm.
But a lot of people do forget that was a Bayern Munich that they competed with who was on the down. It's not the same Bayern Munich that you saw in the last 2 seasons, getting to a semi-final into a I think 2 semi-finals, right? This year and last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
that Bayern team
No,
was
not last year. Last year was Inter Barca
And Air
and
Barca.
Arsenal PSG.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So quarterfinals and
Quarters.
yeah,
Yeah.
quarters. Yeah,
Quarters.
but the Bayern before that, these 2 seasons was in a general gutter. This was the time when they were
Yeah.
even figuring out who was gonna play striker. I don't
That
mean
was Kane's first season, right?
yeah,
Kane's first
Kane's
season.
first
Yeah.
season. Yeah, no, Lisa. You had still had to. He still was having support from Gnabry and Sane, who both of them were super washed.
Oh,
Goretzka
Sane
was
was
a regular.
washed. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
Sane is washed.
Goretzka wasn't even a consistent part of the team, same as Blahovic. They didn't have really any real centre back at the time as well. It was Kim and Jae and Upamecano, and Davis was obviously dealing with his injuries, right? So that
Yeah.
Bayern team really and truly is nowhere near to the standard that it was right now. So if I would like to say, if that Bayern Leverkusen could they come here, that same Bayern Leverkusen, what if they come here to the Premier League and competed for the Premier League? Probably, but would they have gone on to win it? Probably not. So we don't really know yet with Alonso. Like, how does Alonso look with a team with Chelsea where you don't even really know what you're gonna get in the summer if you're getting all the targets done, all the right quality specifically as well, and then you have to compete with so many different teams, right? City, we don't obviously know what City is going to look like, but City is always going to be there. And then Arsenal, and then we don't know what Man United looks like. So you have, instead of just having one team who's half-heartedly competing with you, you have that about 3 teams who could potentially compete with you. Then you have to think about the fact that certain profiles that he had in that Liverpool side, he doesn't have in this team, right? Then you have to think about the fact that it took some time for Alonso to really get going at the start with Leverkusen. Like he did help them a lot when he came through in the beginning because they were in the relegation zone. He helped them get them up all the way to 6th place.
How many
But
seasons was he there at
I
Leverkusen?
think 2.5 because he came
Yeah.
midway
Okay.
through in the first season, yeah, because they were in the relegation zone and then he saved them. So I think Alonso's a good manager, but I don't think he's on that pedestal of where everybody thinks he is because I think everybody's looking at that Bundesliga title, which was incredible. Don't get me mistaken. Don't discredit that whatsoever. But just that one season alone for me is not enough to me to sit here and say that Alonso that makes Alonso a top manager. You can see the potential, but it's not. You can't outright say that Alonso is a top manager that will just go and turn Chelsea around just like that. Considering with all the issues that are going on at Chelsea.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I think it's just it's there's so many other things going on at Chelsea to just look at the manager and make some sort of conclusion. I do want to ask you this though. His time at Real Madrid, what would you say about that? Because in some people could argue that he didn't have a good time in Madrid in terms of what he did and some of the decisions that he made. Some people could even also argue that Madrid, even after he left, were in shambles. And they've been in shambles since. And it's like the team at the start of the season wasn't a good squad and all that type of stuff. What would you say on that? What would you say about his time at Madrid more recently?
I would say there's a mixture. Like you can literally blame, like I think you can literally blame both sides, and you can look at the players
Hmm.
and say how you can maybe use the word unprofessional because like some players were in support of him, but a lot of them weren't in support of him as well. So you can probably argue that you look at it from a professional standpoint, how can you not play for a manager like that? But I feel like one of the biggest issues, and this was the one question that I was asking myself at the very beginning, is he gonna come into Madrid and play a back three? But then everybody made the argument, ain't no manager in Madrid gonna play a back three. But I think that was low key a mistake. I think he should like why abandon something that was working for you so well and got you here in the first place. I feel like
Right.
you should have stick with it, and I feel like this is one thing that I feel like okay, how would have it looked at Madrid if they would have played the back three right? And be able to get these players to buy in the idea of playing the back three, even if
Hmm.
it kind of sounds crazy. Like when was the last time that we actually see Madrid play a back three? But again, this was
Genuinely.
your identity. But that was your identity. So why not try and do it? But I think Madrid is a special case because so much shit just went on this season where it's hard to me to judge. Like if he would have stayed for 2 seasons, right, and then you see the second season, I think it would have been a lot more fair to judge him and see how things would have gone. But based off just this season alone, I think it's very hard to judge him. To be honest, they're sorry as well.
Yes, if you want the link as well, let me know. You can join as well too, bro. Give your thoughts on Liverpool and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I hear it though,
but
Jess. Yeah, I hear it. Mix of both. Yeah, Alonso. It's whatever we've been saying so far for me as well. It's just simply the fact that there's just so many other things at Chelsea for me to make a conclusion on Alonso. And we still have to see, like, obviously things will change. We might have other conversations regarding Alonso looking at Chelsea's summer if they end up signing some players, if they depending on who they sign, what positions they sign, all of that stuff. Since you are here though, Jess, we'll go to you. We actually don't really speak a lot about Tottenham Hotspur on this show for the past couple of months. It's been kind of the case since like you guys have been in the whole relegation battle thing. Mdinero, shout out to him. He hasn't been showing up for a while, but everything's all blessed and everything's all good with him. Then shout out to him every single time. But we haven't just been talking to a Tottenham fan, and I know you've been really because we speak outside of like the show and everything too. You've been out of it. You haven't really been watching and all that type of stuff, but you've survived. That was the biggest thing, obviously, for you guys this season. West Ham do get relegated. Just your thoughts on the entire season, and if there's any steam you want to let go, and anything you want to like say about Tottenham and all that type of stuff. Floor's yours, man.
Can you play this video that I have on,
Yeah,
on the
I
screen?
got you. Yeah, I know.
Wait, one second. Nah, because like, you need to see the caption in it. Because if you can't read the caption, it says, "How I will describe to my future kids the Premier League season 2025-26 season, and how Thomas Frank terrorized my life." Right. So this was my tweet right on Twitter, and then
he was a serial killer who bragged about killing people, and he professed and confessed to be a demon.
He was that, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself.
Vaughn gave me a lot of passes. He could have killed me a couple times.
I was happy as hell when I found out Vaughn was dead. I cooked for the whole day.
I was relieved for the community, man, because he was over there torturing them guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
He was something was wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man. He was the devil, man.
How are you rich and you're robbing people? You robbing producers. You robbing rappers. You got money.
So from what I hear, that documentary proves everything to be true. He is a serial killer, and he was a demon in human form.
Alright, so
What?
Yeah,
Is that in relation to?
that's in relation
to
to Thomas Frank.
Thomas Frank.
So
I'll be real. That could also be in relation to Liam Senior.
Hey,
that guy
hey,
was,
Ruben
I-
Amorim. Ruben Amorim. Yeah, and
you know what?
Amorim.
You know what it was? I was super creative in it, so I had to be quick with it. Innit?
Yeah, that's cold. Nice.
But
it's mad. Yeah.
but
How are you
yeah,
rich and you're robbing people? That's crazy.
I'm saying he's a serial killer and he's a demon in human form. Like this is what Thomas Frank to me was like, to me personally. Right? Like I generally believe I hate him more than Conte. At least Conte, I knew he was a crusher, right? At least Conte, you knew what Conte was about, right? But
Yeah.
this guy,
Sure.
I remember there was this period from January till like
Yeah.
February, and he said after we drew to Burnley, there was about 8 games that we lost or drew. We only won against Brentford, and he told me 8 out of those 9 games we played good games. We got dominated in every single game, bar the Brentford game. So this guy was out here just lying and trying to do this toxic positivity shit. And the funny part is, yeah, so many people were buying that as well of him saying all that nonsense, right? Which is the craziest part to me. Like I'm gonna get
Jez,
to
you know
those
what's
people
funny?
as well. You go on?
Jez, you know what's funny? The
Yeah.
summer we appointed Maresca, we also interviewed Thomas Frank.
Man, you just
So
you
when I
survived
tell people that when I tell people that Maresca was supposed to fail, he was supposed to fail because he could have had Frank. He would have relegated us, bro.
right? And the other thing is, yeah, because I know I've
Yeah.
seen it, because no it's prime here, because I've seen this argument saying that, oh yeah, but the Spurs squad is terrible. I don't think the Spurs squad is good, but I don't think it's terrible either, to the point where we should have been in the relegation battle, considering how many injuries we had as well. Like if we actually had a competent medical team, they can actually make sure that these guys can stay fit. I don't think we would have been in this situation personally, but it doesn't help when the manager was contributing to the extent that Thomas Frank was performing. But
Yeah.
you know what? Let me rewind that to the start of the season because I think it's important to kind of give context to how I even felt at the start of the season. I didn't even have us finishing in Europe this season personally, right? So ironically, we actually did not finish in Europe. I said mid-table, so anywhere from like 10 to 13. I want to say, you know what? Cool. Is this a massive improvement? Not necessarily, but the whole point was that the whole point was Ange got sacked is because regardless of him winning the Europa League, you still finished 17th. So that's why Thomas Frank was meant to come in, right? Because the whole idea is he's a better man manager potentially, and most importantly, he's better tactically as well. So he should be able to get this team performing in the Premier League. Fast forward, by the time he gets sacked, not only is he worse tactically possibly than Ange, but he's also 100% worse as a man management. I think it got even to a point where players even didn't want to talk to him. Based on reports, I can't prove it, but reports were saying verbatim, the players don't even want to talk to him no more like that. This how you know how much he was giving an ick to these guys. But I think for me, the matter thing is because everybody knows I was Thomas Frank already from our third game of the season. I couldn't stand the signing, and I couldn't stand it ASAP. Like the only game, like he had me for that. Remember the Super Cup where we played PSG and we went all the way.
You guys, it was like 2-2 at one point in that game. Yeah.
You know what? I was sitting here saying, you know what? They look kind of good. You know what? If this manager can show tactical and nonce versus a PSG side that just came off winning the Champions League, I can sit here and say, no, maybe we got something here. But then I realized it was a one-off. It was a one-off, but also the fact that the guy should benefit of being the underdog in the game because we played Burnley at home. We beat them 3-0. Richarlison's goes a bicycle kick. Everybody's happy. Kudus gets an assist. But I sat there watching this game saying we got dominated against Burnley, first game of the season. And just because we won 3-0, nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, Burnley got relegated. Like they're relegated too.
Exactly. So for me, this was already the warning sign. 2 games later, I already lost it. I said, you know what? Get the shit out of here. When we played West Ham and we beat them 2-0 at the stadium. And I watched the game and I'm thinking that was not a 2-0. That could have easily been a 2-1 West Ham in the first half. But we got the set piece. Everybody's screaming, set piece, ole, ole, ole. Everybody was getting excited. I'm saying, okay, cool. You guys want to get excited for this type of football? Let's be back in like 6 months' time. Guess what? 6 months later, the manager gets sacked. Everybody wanted them out. And I thought I was ahead of the curve telling people this was literally the demon in human form. The amount of lies that this guy was trying to sit there and say, and the amount of gaslighting that he was trying to provide to the whole fan base, right? Saying that this is a long-term project, how we want to build up as a football club, how we want to rebuild and everything. All that just for him to just lose it at the end anyways and get sucked, right? And for me, I think what was the tipping point? This is how we know the season's been hilarious. The tipping point for me is if this guy, when we were at Brentford, by the way. So they have Arsenal cups there for whatever reason. Yeah, we play in Brentford. They have Arsenal cups. For whatever reason, this guy picked up the cup with the Arsenal logo on it, and he came in the interview after the game saying he didn't realize that the logo was on the cup. This is when I knew this fucking guy. I knew this guy, yo.
No, that's crazy.
I'll be honest.
That is crazy.
I hate. No, bro. He generally told. Somebody asked him the question. Did you know that the logo was on the cup? He said he didn't know. How? The funniest part is there's a photo here where you can see his assistant literally seeing him with the cup holding it, and the assistant can see the logo. But you tell him you couldn't see the logo. Bear in mind, this was the time when we were in the gutter. Everybody started hating on you. And then it's just like you put fuel to the fire. And this guy was generally like probably one of the worst experiences ever. At least with Conte. We were actually, bear in mind, Conte had the worst squad and we still was better than this. But granted, he had Kane, he had Son. But still, the squad overall, also these two were generally awful. We're talking about Højbjerg days. We're talking about Davinson Sanchez days. Ben Davis actually being a starter. And you telling me that squad can still perform better under Conte than the squad that he had. But again, the less said than ever. I ain't got nothing against Danish women and shit, but I have definitely something against Danish men after this experience. After this experience, I have something against Danish people. don't come at me. Go to Thomas Frank and ask him for some questions, because this guy meant, honestly speaking, I don't think I've seen a worse manager at Spurs than him personally.
Wow.
Considering everything that I was told at the start of the season, because everybody knew I wasn't a big fan of Thomas Frank. Everything that I was told this season, everybody told me that we was gonna go and be better. Yeah, thank you for the trophy, but this guy has literally no tactics. The guy with no tactics was the banner manager. Hey, Chinlu, if you know, you know. But
that's why you have to specify nothing against women, only against.
That's
men.
why.
Yeah.
That's why I said generally. If
there's any Danish,
I said this already, bro. He should be banned from North London personally. Like, you shouldn't be able to even have to step. Like, you know, I need a restraining order. Like, if this guy is 300 meters radius close to me, he should be restrained immediately. So I don't know. Like, you know the videos here of like, yo, the meet and greet, and then the guy pulls out the gun. Like, this whole affair.
Yeah.
This whole affair.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, this is me.
No,
this is me
bad.
on the top.
Like a Charlie Kirk thing.
It's so funny because I've had an experience with Thomas Frank this season myself. I went to watch a Tottenham game this season, Spurs game, and it was against Fulham. And I remember after the game, so Vicario was at fault for 2 goals in that game. For one of the goals that he was at fault for, like he tries to come off his line and clear it, and it goes straight to a Fulham player, and the Fulham player chips him, and it's a goal, right? And then I'm seeing that goal happen right in front of me, and all the Spurs fans just lose their shit, right? And they're all booing Vicario. This guy comes out of after the Spurs game and says, "If you boo Vicario, you're not a real Spurs fan."
Oh, it's funny that you see. The thing is here, you know, Shik, it's funny. I forgot that he said that because of the amount of bullshit that I went through with him this season alone.
Yo, that should have me dead, bro.
Bro, he tried to get after the Tottenham fan for Vicario literally gifting the game to Fulham.
And
you know what makes me mad is here. You know what makes me mad here? And this is what I generally believe. I think Vicario getting injured generally saved our season, because Vicario, because we all saw the Kingsley performance against Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, at their stadium, right? And I thought, after a performance like that, after you haven't been a starter at all at this football club, I thought he might be cooked. I'm not even gonna lie.
That was the bad one, right? Yeah, that was the one that was terrible. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because that was terrible. That generally was terrible. Because he got hooked 15 minutes into playing that game. That is generally awful, right? But for him to recover from that and help us actually stay up in this league, this is where I say, you know what, Vicario. The only thing I think Vicario for is actually getting injured this season, because I think he would have been in goal for the whole season. I generally believe that. So I actually thank him for taking the surgery and save my football club. Low key, as a reward, we're gonna sell you to Italy. But Kingsley, like big up. Honestly, big up to him. Big up for him for getting injured. Honestly, but Kingsley, big up as well. But obviously, we speaking about the Thomas Frank sacking, yeah. Yeah. So Thomas Frank is getting sacked, yeah. Did I mention before? Hey, in the January window, he tried to gaslight the fan base, saying, "Hey, look, guys, we nearly signed Semenyo." We nearly signed Semenyo, but it didn't go all the way. Trying to gaslight the fan base, trying to get everybody. You know what? Hey, we tried. Like,
what are they gonna do? Like,
we tried.
We tried.
No, he came out there knowing that
that's crazy.
We had a January window of a Brazilian left back kid that nobody knew, and fucking Gallagher. And when everybody knew we needed attackers, everybody knew that. We have Madison who did his ACL. Kulusevski might never play football again. Kudos done his hamstring. Kudos made his hamstring. Erdeberg did his ACL. So we have literally our only fit available winger from January onwards till the end of the season was Tell. We didn't even have a single winger available. And this guy was trying to come out here and trying to defend this football club by not signing attackers, by saying, "Hey, look, we nearly signed Semenyo, man." And apparently he rejected the idea of signing. He was apparently a driving force of rejecting Lookman in January, saying, "You know what? We don't want to sign Look. I don't want Lookman." I generally believe this guy was an Arsenal agent. I generally believe this guy was sent from Arsenal to go and get us relegated, because the amount of shit that I can probably think of how we could have gotten relegated if this guy would have stayed it actually kills me. To the point that I got, which is funny. I remember having this
No,
conversation.
he might be worse than Amarim. He might be worse than Amarim.
Did you know he actually had a lower win percentage than Amarim?
Yeah, win percentage than Amarim. Yeah, he's.
And the funny part,
my God.
And the funny part is,
terrible.
De Zerbi already got more wins at the Tottenham stand than him.
Yeah,
De Zerbi is here for 7 games.
You got back-to-back wins too, more than Amarim as well. Fucking crazy.
I'm talking about De Zerbi having more Tottenham home game wins than Thomas Frank.
Thomas Frank, yeah.
And he's in deep in. Thomas Frank was here 20 plus matches.
Yeah.
He was here for 7. This is what, and bear in mind, De Zerbi had to deal with all the injuries as well, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that as well. So, generally speaking, this Thomas Frank experience, I can probably go on for another 2 hours because there's so much to unlock when it comes to this manager. I can generally go for 2 hours. And this guy, I remember this even. This is probably one of the things that annoyed me so much as well, right? Because this is something that I have to mention. First day of his job, that's the press conference. Guess what he says? I promise you guys, we will lose football matches. How you coming out and tell the fans I promise you we will lose football matches?
Yeah, oh my God.
Yes, of course, we lost football matches. But what manager says that in the entrance? First day on the job, and you're telling everybody, you know what, we're going to lose football matches. How is this going to inspire the players? You're already telling the players. Hey, you know what, we're going to lose football matches at some point. It's going to happen. No, this is so similar. This is when I knew. Like, the fact that Keith Sheaf has done way better at Brentford than even Thomas Frank did at any point told me anything that I needed to know, bro. But he just benefited of the fact that Brentford is just a well-run football club, right? For what they can do. He's a product of just the environment, not necessarily him being the difference maker. Like, that's what I generally believe. But
you know what
again,
I realized as well, Jez? It's like the managers that just like talk a lot, like him, Ruben. They can't be trusted, bro. Low key, they just talk.
Generally, like, this guy is making jokes about 6'7". I can't believe what last
No way,
was.
he said 6'7".
No, he said 6'7" and shit like. Bro, I generally.
No, it's crazy. This is what our manager was saying, bro. Like, look, we finished third, and this is what our manager was saying.
I'm doing everything I know, and that we are still losing.
I'm doing everything I know, and we're still losing.
He was doing everything he knows, and they were still losing. Again, bro, it's just like this is why I don't just listen to. Yeah, I'm tired of listening to these managers.
Yeah,
I promise you, this experience this season, and I haven't even gotten to like the real part of where we wife. I'm talking about the part where I was suffering. Because after he left, I just accepted shit, right? You go, it's just natural, right? You go and accept, and you just go and accept it. Because after he left, you know what? I saw Tudor getting hired, and I thought, you know what, this shit is over. And I didn't have no faith. But I have the reason why it's so important to talk about the suffering is because when I generally speak here, I generally believe that like that period of the season, I generally believe that I nearly lost my love for the game. Like, generally speaking.
No, I hear you, bro. It's like
because I couldn't even watch any other football matches. Like, like you guys know, I like watching football, yeah. But this Tottenham situation with him as the manager generally nearly made me fall in love out of the game. This hotel, but this guy is here.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's dark.
Hey, Jez, when
Harrison Barnes on the Kings, sometimes that's sometimes how I felt. Anyways,
when Ange was sleeping, did he say any crazy stuff?
Whole different thing.
You said what? Sorry.
When Ange was sleeping, did he say any crazy stuff?
Any what? Sorry.
Any crazy, like any mad stuff?
Shout to Flawless.
Wait, like as in who? As in like who? The people that said like what?
Like Ange in a press conference, like
no, he didn't say any, like he never said anything. Like he was actually demanding shit, right?
That's
like,
what I was saying.
Like,
that's why
he was never like, for me, like there were times where the fans were sitting here saying like, why are you saying this? Why are you saying that? Because again, this guy just wanted to go out there and win football matches. Like, so when, for example, he was getting a lot of the shit. Like, remember when City could have City nearly could have bottled the league to Arsenal a couple of years ago, yeah. But Sam missed that one-on-one. Pre-game to that game, I remember the conversations on how, I remember the conversation of how he was coming into the press conference. A big applause, bro. He was coming into the press conference and he said himself that he wanted to go. He wants to win every football match. And there, Tottenham fans was getting onto him because, hey, do you understand what it means if we win that game? Arsenal probably going to win the league. But again, as a manager, you're supposed to sit here and say you want to win football matches. Like, that is normal. You can't kill him for saying that. But Thomas Frank came in. But the difference with Thomas Frank is he's talking about, hey guys, it's okay if we lose matches.
First day, you know, it's okay to lose. It's like remember that, you know, that clip about Russell Westbrook, Jazz, where he's like, it's okay if we have fun out there, you know, win, lose,
just keep having fun.
Win, lose, or draw, just keep having fun. Just keep having fun.
Let's keep having fun. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody here for fun, yo.
First day,
honestly, this Thomas Frank experience was so bad where people was making the worst edits of Thomas Frank, like you know Charlie Kirk, like
Charlie Kirk
and Thomas Frank like, body and stuff.
Exactly. They added him. They added him on his face once.
Yo, that Charlie Kirk stuff has me dead though, because they do that for everyone. Yo.
So, when you generally have to understand how bad it actually was, because
it was really bad.
Low-key, I feel like you don't understand how, because the reason why I'm like not progressing right now is because I just found a photo here. This how bad it was getting, bro. Generally speaking, this is how bad it was getting. One sec. Let me share this.
Yeah, go on.
This is how bad it was getting.
Oh my god. Yo, oh my god.
Like, look, this is the edits that people was making with
Thomas Frank. Misogynist.
Narcissist, like they're saying like
fascist.
Oh my god.
Like I promise you, the Thomas Frank experience is nothing that I think I will ever experience again, right? Like, at least I understand that my team, like, now I understand that my club is not at the level that I used to even think that they can even be a legitimate mid-table team. But it's another level of generally being humbled. Like, Thomas Frank generally humbled me as a fan. He generally humbled me because I didn't understand how did you finish 17th and this season felt worse, and we finished 17th again. I understand last season. I understand the teams that got relegated were generally worse compared to this year. But I generally believe when I look at the performances from last year and this year was way worse than last year. At least we all knew we wasn't defending for shit.
Yeah.
But at least we was gonna go out there and trying to play football. At least we was trying to go out there and trying to score goals. Hey, Thomas Frank was telling you, hey, let's go and play for the draw from minute one. When we concede, we go and start score goals. I remember the time we don't 1-0 to Chelsea at the Tottenham Stadium. This guy is doing the fucking throw-in routine. In 90 is 90 plus 1. 2 minutes left in the game. Instead of getting the ball into the box, this guy is instructing this guy to do a throw-in routine for the halfway line. Generally speaking, this guy is genuinely like it's an experience that I don't wish on anybody. I don't think people don't understand how much this. People don't play how bad he was because of how bad everybody feels about the Spurs team, right? But when you actually go and look at the shit that he was doing, and then with the shit that he was saying pre-game and post-match,
what do you think happened?
Yes,
like,
we do get it. Yes,
why do you think there was like such a massive drop off from like Brentford to like Tottenham? Like, obviously it's the size of the club. The club's obviously like much bigger than Brentford, and expectations and all that type of stuff. But what do you think really happened in terms of like how he was setting up at Brentford versus how he was setting up at Spurs? Like, did he just get it completely wrong, where he thought a specific idea in his mind would work and it just wasn't working? Or what was it? Or you just straight up just a pussy? Like, he just didn't think, wasn't ready for the job or whatever, just shouldn't have maybe joined or made that push. Now that when he was there, just making excuses after excuses left and right and all that. What do you think it was? Like, why was it such a big difference between Brentford? Because he's doing to his level and to that standard of those clubs, so those mid-table clubs, He was doing all right with Brentford. He's doing okay.
I think what happened was is that, and I always say that teams do not, and this was my main thing at the time when I was having this argument, and people were saying, "But look at the clean sheet." I remember these were the conversation, and people was trying to defend him by saying, "Look at the way we defend it, and look at the clean sheet and everything."
Mm-hmm.
People have to get it straight. People do not. The way people play Brentford is not the way they play Tottenham. People are not gonna go and trying to go and unless you're generally a better team, right? Most teams are willing to sit here and say, you know what, let's go into a mid block, let's go into a low block against Tottenham. At Brentford, do you think teams will play low blocks versus Brentford?
Yeah.
Do you think
no.
teams
They're
are
going
that
at
scared
them,
of
yeah.
where teams really that scared to the point where they're saying, you know what, let's actually try, let's go and just into a mid block. Now teams were willing to go and press Brentford because you understand the team is not as good from a high quality standpoint, but you still have to respect them because of what he did at Brentford. So when I sit here and always said that to people, what I meant was teams do not play Tottenham the way they do Brentford. And I always said that. I always said that from the beginning, and I felt like he failed to understand that this is not Brentford anymore, this is Tottenham. And how there's a whole level of expectation, and you can feel that from day one that you walk in with the way the fan base is. It's not like how do I say it? It's not like this family feeling that you get from Brentford, right? Where you see the fan base, even like they kind of expected that they sometimes lose matches, right? Sometimes they're gonna draw, they're gonna win football matches straight, right? They understand the inconsistencies. But Tottenham fans are as delusional as any of the top clubs in the Premier League, personally, in my eyes. They want to see every game. You want to see out there, want to be able to attack teams. They want to see the team being able to go and win matches at home. That's what the Tottenham fans want to see. So, and when you don't do these type of things, guess what? The fans are going to be onto you. You're going to start filling in the stadium. The fans are not really supporting. So when all these things happen, they already start to go against you from the very beginning. And then with all this type of things that you were saying in the press conference, you just added to the field. But I think he's just one of the managers that I look at like Potter when he went to Chelsea. I just think he couldn't deal with the expectation and how different it is coaching Brighton compared to Chelsea. And I think generally speaking, I generally think he got humbled at Spurs. I generally believe that. That's why when people was trying to downplay the fact that going from Brentford to Tottenham is not that big of a deal, it is a very big deal. It's a very big deal going from Brentford to Tottenham. People have to understand it's not. You can probably argue that our Twitter account has more fans than Brentford in general.
Yeah. It's a massive difference, 100%.
So
like it's
Can I ask
Spurs
you
are a
one
massive
just one more question?
Go on.
I want to ask you what noticeable changes has De Zerbi made with I don't know with the team plays, who's starting. Is there anything that's noticeable to you, like how you set the team?
I think the first thing, I don't even think from a setup perspective. I just think you can one thing I generally look at from that way. You can actually see that the players actually want to play for a manager again. This is the first and foremost. I feel like before any,
which is super important as well. Yeah.
Yes, because
it's a big
for
thing.
me, I generally felt because when Zerbi came in, everybody knew my fault, and I already apologized to Zagreb and City and everything that because I thought when the Zerbi came in, like most football fans, but me included, hiring the Zerbi for a relegation battle just seems like a recipe for disaster. But I didn't expect that these same players that we all called awful, they don't want to play for the football club, they don't want to play for the badge. All of a sudden, everybody's tapped in again. And yes, and in the last 10 games, you only lost one game against Chelsea. You won 3 games and you drew 3 games. But if anybody thought this was going to happen if De Zerbi came in, I think nobody actually thought that was going to happen when De Zerbi came in. Let's be honest. When with the way the team was looking and with the way the players were behaving on the field, I don't think nobody was expecting that. So for me, before anything, I think he gave these guys self-belief again to actually wanting to be out there and actually, you know what, let's go out there and just actually do it. Like, because these guys are generally good enough to go, you know what, you guys are too good to go and get relegated. And I think it's very telling before the last interview of the season, he's always talking about togetherness. He's always talking about how important it is to stick together as a team. The moment the season ended, in his first presser after the season ended, he says that a lot has to change about this team. The guy understood. He understands the level of this team is not good enough, but there's no point for me bashing these guys when we know we are in a relegation battle. So I think before any tactical aspect, I think that's the main important thing. Putting the belief in these players that they can actually go out there and stay up in this league, which they did. Which I didn't also expect they was going to do. So you have to give him credit from that perspective. Now, if you talk about from a tactical standpoint, I'll be honest, I think he put just players out. I don't even think the tactical standpoint is even that deep, right? I don't think there's like an in-depth tactical way of playing that he had. I think, one, he prioritized physicality more than anything, right? We all think about Zerbi as the guy that wants to play football, but it's the same guy who played a Gallagher, Joe Palhinha, and Bentancur midfield. That doesn't scream nothing like the Zerbi, but he prioritized physicality, being able to win the ball back and just be able to get the ball quickly up the field, but also have guys who can be a threat from set pieces, right? Gallagher can be making runs into the late runs into the box.
Yeah.
Bentancur can be an aerial threat. Same with Palhinha. The way we scored the goal against Everton, it came from a corner. So he prioritized making sure, in midfield nobody's bullying us. Sorry Sa, sorry RG, sorry Berkwell, but you guys are just not fit for this. I need real men in that midfield, right? Guys who are experienced and know that I can go and trust. And then with the front three, I think he looked at it and say, whoever is in form, you go and play. Bear in mind, because we had bare injuries, so he had to experiment at times. That's why sometimes you saw Kodo Moani play at right wing, striker. Sometimes Richarlison was playing on the left wing. Obviously, Matisse is playing on the left wing more times than not, but he had to experiment. And I think he just relied on the fact that, let's put as much pressure on the team, on the opposition teams, and trying to make sure that we put numbers in the box so there's always somebody there to finish off opportunities. I generally think that's all he did, to be honest. I don't think that's like a massive tactical way of how he was able to go and unlock these teams, because even look at the goals of the games that we won. A lot of these goals were kind of the individual brilliance or the moments, right? This wasn't like where we unlocked teams and we scored a beautiful team goal. Now it was kind of messy, but he understood what we needed. We just needed the moments. We didn't need it fancy football. We didn't need it good football on the eye. We needed the moments, and I think he set up well enough with the right players to go and do what was required to do. So, yeah, you have to give Zerbi a lot of credit. A lot of credit. Like, this is the type of shit where you can even argue that shit, put this guy a fucking statue, because a lot of people don't understand what would have meant relegation for Tottenham.
I think a lot of people at one point had accepted relegation too.
Yeah,
I was at the point. Over. Yeah,
I thought it was really over. I thought there was no point tuning in no more.
Generally.
I just thought West Ham would have kept you up. I did. I just don't think West Ham.
West Ham played the part. Right? But this is always a case in relegation. But it's the same thing with top four. Sometimes you have to rely on teams, fucking up sometimes, right? Because it's just the nature. For me, it's just the nature of the sport. But it's one thing if a team helps you stay up. It's another thing if you don't take advantage of it. Let's be honest. Even when West Ham was fucking up at the time, were we thinking that we was going to take advantage of it? Not really. I didn't expect it.
He led it to the last day too.
It ended to the last day, but let's be honest, I don't even think it should have been even to the last day. I think Sunderland, I don't think we should have lost that game. I think this was just based on
one game where you drew at home where I felt...
Yeah, it was Brighton. Danzo made the mistake very late, and they ended up getting the equalizer. So, I'll be honest, like, yes, did West Ham fuck up in their own perspective? 100%. But in the end of the day, you have to take advantage of these things as well. And let's be honest, a lot of people wouldn't have not thought we can take advantage of these things.
Yeah,
that's true.
Cool. Sai, big up to you as well.
Hey, Sai.
Hey, sorry, before we go to Sai, that's one thing I have to say, because I have to dip as well.
Go on. No worries, bro.
I don't know if you guys have seen that, right? But I think on Friday it came out how, and you guys know Romero's the club captain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he on Friday left the country to go to Argentina because his. By the way, he's injured, right? He's injured. Right? He's injured. instead of thinking, you know what, Sunday, Tottenham's playing a very important game, everybody want to be together, everybody want to
Yeah,
be locked in, right? Instead of that, this guy decided to go to Argentina because his boyhood club was in a game for the championship, right? Like they were potentially
Really?
able to go, yeah, they were potentially able to win on Sunday, a trophy, right? I'm not sure what type of trophy it was. I don't know what type of trophy it was, but he wanted to be at the game, knowing what our situation was, knowing how important this Everton game was. So he flew to Argentina, knowing all that, and everybody found out. The whole Spurs Twitter has gone mad. I wasn't even surprisingly I wasn't even mad at it because I knew this guy doesn't care one shit. Like this guy
Yeah,
is the same
he
guy.
doesn't.
Is the same guy who leaked to the Argentine media that he wants to leave the football club when we was fighting relegation. So I knew that he doesn't give a shit. But for a lot of people, that was the moment where some people need more evidence to show that some guy doesn't care, right? This guy, this is the same guy, because of how everybody found out. The club has told him, "Yo, you have to come back for this Everton game because you can't just go out there knowing that the fans are super pissed." So this guy went to Argentina, flew back just to be at the Everton game and missed that boyhood club when you could have just stayed in England and just be there for the Everton game. Honestly, I want apologies from everybody. Mdinero, if you somehow watch this back, I remember last season we was having this conversation on the Spurs Man United show on
Go on,
Shark
Jess, tell
SMC
us.
TV. Big up Floors.
Big up.
Mdinero, if you're gonna see this, I remember the conversation when you and a lot of Spurs fans' opinion said Son was a horrible captain. He is not a good captain material. And a lot of you guys were saying Romero was supposed to be a captain. I don't remember Son ever flying to South Korea because there was a game that he really wanted to attend. No, when we was in the gutters. I never seen Son ever think about that. So I want apologies from guys. I want apologies from all the guys who thought that Son was a terrible captain and thought that Romero was a good replacement instead of Son. This is the last thing that I have to say because this shit, like, this is I generally like I can believe it, but I can't believe it because how can you be so shameless? Like it's like Bruno saying, you know what, it's the end of the season, nothing is there to play. I broke my record last game of the season. You know what? I'm going to Sporting because they're playing
It's
the
not
cup
even
final.
that. It's because you guys were fighting for something. Like you were fighting.
Roy Keane
staying
would
the
pull up to
Prem.
Portugal
Holy shit! Like you're gonna go to the fucking.
If Bruno ever did something like that, Roy Keane's just pulling up to Portugal.
No, bro,
bro.
He's
pulling
actually
up.
he's actually gonna pull up.
Bro. Yeah, he's gonna pull up straight to Sporting, bro.
He generally would have pulled up.
Yeah, he would have pulled up
So
for sure.
And I had to call this out. I don't give a shit that he came back. The fact that you thought this was fine to begin with, yeah. Like, you know what? I was already saying whatever happens, I want this guy sold. No, this guy 100%. He has to go. I'm sorry, I can't have guys like that at my football club. No, I'm in the trenches, and these are guys in the trenches with you. These are the type of guys in the trenches.
This guy's going on holiday while you're in the trenches. Yeah, like he's going back home.
Yeah, going back home.
Yeah, crazy.
To live peaceful while you're in the trenches. Yeah.
Atletico, Barcelona, Madrid. I don't give a damn.
So I'm saying, just twerking. This guy was just twerking for another club too.
So like,
him
and Enzo, bro, like them two together, they can go to Real Madrid and fucking do a double deal. Do a double deal. But yeah, you guys, big up to you. Big up Shik as well for letting me.
Bless to you every single time, man, Jazz.
Big up Sai as well. Big up Private as well. Big up Spooby as well. It's been a minute as well.
There you go.
Big up Jazz.
Love to you, man.
See you tomorrow,
Jazz.
See you tomorrow. Okay, scene 7.
Oh, Sai.
Oh, hey, Sai.
Welcome. Yo, Sai, before.
Come on, Sai.
Before we let you cook on Liverpool and let you speak on Liverpool about this season and everything, I'd like to play a song for you, my friend. I would like to play a song for you.
What's up?
Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You will never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You will never walk alone.
Bravo! Don't you?
Yeah, let's go, Sai.
Bravo.
Hey, Sai, were you in that
Anyways,
chat? Go ahead.
Anyway, Sai. So big up to you, Sai, every single time. Tell us, man, what's Liverpool in this season? You know, you spent 500 million this summer, signed Isak, signed Verts, signed Frimpong, Kirkez, like all these signings that you made. You started off the season pretty well too. I think you had 5 out of 5, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, 5 wins out of 5. Yeah,
and then everything after that moment just all fell apart. Everything just fell apart. Speak
I
to
have
us,
a
man. Tell us,
concerns
Sai.
first.
Yeah.
Of all, I had my concerns in preseason, but I never thought it will be this disastrous. By the way, I never thought like this. Yeah, I think I predicted we win the league because you know what? I will give some time. We made some signings. That is big signings.
And I
You
will
know
say,
what? I will trust them.
I think most all of us also, if we made signings like
96%
that,
of the
we would say the same thing. We would.
Yes.
Yeah, if you
Same
go
thing.
back to the start of the league, we were saying Liverpool.
We would.
You know,
I said Liverpool would probably win the league or City. I had one of the two for sure.
Shik, I will tell you. I will give you a scenario. Right? Hypothetically, if Michael Carrick signs that type of players, you immediately say, Carrick until 21.
You were there. You were there. You were there in the United stream.
Terrible analogy, Sai. Carrick didn't just win the league. You guys just won the league.
No. But listen, Sai. You were there in the United stream this morning when we were all talking about Chouameni and all these midfielders. What did we say? We say, yeah, if we sign all this, we're winning the league. Like it's just of course. Like it's just these type of things. Like people just say because you get excited and it's like, of course. Nobody and none of us again knew that Liverpool's season would turn out to be this way.
Yes,
you finished trophyless.
Spooby, in terms of I'm saying in terms of talent, brother. Regardless of the manager, in terms of talent, everybody's saying that, right? That's why I predicted he won the league. He got this this much of talent. Fine, we have some issues, but fine. I will predict we win the league. But from the preseason onwards, I had my concerns. You know what? I think he will rectify. But what I seen from first game, even we are winning the games from first 5 games also. I had my concerns. I told, okay, I told in flawless chat because I will be there. I said it, bro. I'm concerned. We are winning the games, but the performances we are winning by last minute winners. We are winning by last minute winners. We are doing some tomfoolery
from like 50 yards out, 60 yards
out. Penalty, last minute penalty from Burnley. We doing some tomfoolery and we got wins from first 5 games. By the way, that first 5 because of the first 5 wins, we are in top 5. Without the first 5, we won't be in the top 5. Brother.
I also think it's because like the other teams weren't also good. Like they weren't. Yeah, like they weren't. Like the teams below you weren't like. What's the best way to put it? How do I say like they weren't the worst, but also they just weren't like on a consistent level.
Chelsea, see if Chelsea, I'm saying if by the way, if Chelsea and I will say if Chelsea and Newcastle did their job. Okay, take off Newcastle. Nobody knows where Newcastle will finish. Yeah. If Chelsea did their job, we won't be here. If Maresca is there, I don't think Chelsea will finish 10th. I don't see us getting like this. By the way, 60 points is way too low to get Champions League. By the way, last season, if you go and check,
60 points last season was 9th place.
Yes,
like 56 is 9th place.
9th place.
That's why Spooky, I'm like more to the point where it's the rest of the teams weren't also good, and just that space from 9th till 6th was too close. Like in terms of points.
This is where I disagree.
To a certain, because the season before that, 9th is 56 points, bro.
Shik, I will tell you this right.
With 61. Brighton finished 8th with 61 points.
Let me explain this to Spooby, right? Yeah. Let me explain to Spooby. You can go, Spooby. You have a Premier League table.
You can't argue that when you spent that much in your transfer window. You can't.
No. But this is the thing, though. What you're not trying to understand. What you're trying to understand, though, is what we're saying is that it's bad on Liverpool. They actually should have been much worse than this. That's what we're trying to say.
They should have done much worse.
No, that in terms of the table, they should have been a lot lower. That's what I'm saying.
We
They
got
actually
20
should have
losses,
finished
man.
eighth. They should have
20
finished like
losses,
eighth
by the
or
way.
ninth. But it's because the
Ninth.
rest of the other teams in that ninth
Oh,
Pool.
okay. I got you. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, got you.
In that pool. Yeah, in
But
that pool.
weren't
See,
consistent enough to a certain level. It
Yeah,
made
yeah.
of getting top 5 quite easy. Also, they finished top 5. Next year could not
Top
be a
5.
year of England coefficient,
Champions
and where
League.
it could be
Yes.
Champions League 5th place again. So next year, if this was the next season, or even the season before that, it was 5th place. The overall point that we're trying to make, though, is that I think they should have finished a lot lower than this. That they
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
hindsight,
I'm on Liverpool hate mode too.
Yeah,
When
we
you're
are,
saying,
and I'm on
yeah.
Liverpool hate mode too.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that point.
I
That
got
my
you,
point's
got you.
agreeing with you. Yeah. That's what I'm basically saying.
Yeah.
Is that they actually should have finished a lot worse.
I will tell you this fast. Previous should be right.
Yeah.
See, you go and check the top 10 table, right? There is, apart from, you can check every team, we haven't beaten them home and away. We haven't beaten Leeds. We haven't beaten Burnley. See, for fuck's sake, we got double by
You beat
United.
Burnley. Wait, Sai, just say that again. You didn't beat Leeds or Burnley this season.
We beat
To be
Burnley
fair,
by
we
one
didn't
penalty.
beat Burnley away from home either.
We drew to Burnley at home 1-1.
To be fair, Smooth, we didn't beat Burnley away from home either.
No,
but
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
with Carrick, we would have. It wasn't Carrick, but with Carrick, we would have.
See, I'm telling you right. This season, apart from everybody predicted Liverpool to win. It's supernatural fail because of this bold Fisk. I will call him Fisk, by the way. For me, this is absolute disastrous season. See, he can't be here for next year, but I know he will be here. Liverpool will bring some players to help him. They will do their tomfoolery stuff. Eventually, will get sacked. For me, the important thing is this board ready to write off another season with him. That is my worry part. It's like same thing. It's Ruben Amorim. Same thing. It's Ten Hag.
Yeah,
the curtains on the wall. Vote to Saeed. The curtains on the wall.
Yeah, curtains on the wall.
It's the curtains on the wall. But they don't want to take that daring step to say, you know what, we will sack him. No, they don't taking that step. I said so many times, he's not going anywhere. He won't go anywhere.
He should have been sacked after Champions League, after you were out.
Sai, your leadership are doing what our leadership done.
I know you will say he should have been. I know you will say he should have been. No. I know. Hear me out. I know you will say he should have been sacked a long time ago. But in terms of the season's objectives and knowing that it's a sinking ship. The ship is sinking. Like it's literally there's no way it recovers. I think the Champions League exit would have been the most perfect position for you to just sack him, and then you move on to try and getting the next manager, and you start focusing for next season.
Well, actually, it's not like Ten Hag or
I still think you were going to get Champions League because of the same comment that I just was talking about. You were also talking about earlier that the rest of the league, the teams below you, also weren't consistent enough to fight for top 5 and top 4. Even I felt at a certain point that even us United weren't consistent enough. Like we could have even finished 4th or 5th. Like that's what it was for me, right?
Yeah, but
when you went out of the Champions League though, real quick. When you went out of the Champions League though, real quick. After that point, it could have easily been a thing where I think you guys will make Champions League anyways. So the rest of the season just turns into a point where you prepare for next season. You try to keep the players that you have going into next season. This whole point with these last couple of games with Slot were just pointless. Literally just pointless.
Yeah, but he can't compare it to Amorim and Ten Hag. He can't because
no. He's saying that I hear what he's saying. He's saying that in terms of
Slot won the league.
We should have sacked him and we didn't. We should have sacked the manager and we didn't.
Yeah, but he won the league.
Spooby. Let me explain you why
Amorim didn't win the league. Slot didn't win the league.
Spooby.
Sorry, Ten Hag won an FA Cup.
Spooby, come. I will explain why I compare this situation. I'm not comparing the world run, by the way. I'm saying that everybody knows Ten Hag and Amorim has to go. But United board didn't risk it and they didn't take in the opportunity. And by the way, don't forget,
yes,
if Ruben Amorim...
There's different parameters that your board has to take on.
Spooby, let me land.
Slot won a Premier League.
Subi,
No, but
Subi,
he's
let me
saying
land.
more
I will
so
explain.
towards this season. Like, I get what he's saying. He's
This
saying more
season.
so towards the
Subi,
course of this season.
one more thing.
At some point in
Don't
the middle of
forget.
the season, everybody knew Slot needs to go. Just like how
If
we were all saying
Amram
that
or
as well.
Ten Hag won a Premier League, they're not getting sacked.
You're right.
No
No,
matter how bad they
100%.
do next season.
No,
Subi,
100%.
Subi, let me explain. One more
100%.
thing is, don't forget, Ruben Amorim sacked because of he spoke too much. That's it. United sacked him. He
No,
spoke
Amram
too
sacked
much. He
because of
opened his
okay.
mouth.
But let me ask you
That's
also
not
this
true.
on the flip side, Spoobs. Let's say Ruben Amorim and Ten Hag won the league, okay? Also spent 500 million, okay? And then performed the way that they performed. Would you question them for a sacking? Let's say
Yes.
they performed the same way.
Yeah, no, yes, but that you're
So
you're
that's
changing
exactly
the
what he's saying.
parameters. You're
What he's
changing
saying.
parameters now.
No, I'm not changing
Sai-
parameters. He's
Sai
saying in the
with
middle
his-
of the season, that's where
no,
it came from.
No, Sai with his parameters is trying to change the narrative now that Slot is like Amram and Ten Hag. Well, Slot didn't
No.
win. Go ahead.
I'm not comparing. You get me? No, I'm not comparing Slot, Ruben, and Ten Hag. I'm saying the scenario is like that. I'm
The
not
scenario.
comparing by the managers, by the way.
It's basically
Scenario is like
It's
that.
not the
The
same.
scenario.
It's like it.
No. What he's saying is,
No.
so at one point, United fans all knew, like, so let's just get to those points too. At the end of the season, when we won the FA Cup, we all knew Ten Hag should leave. He was given the next season,
Yes.
right?
FA
Ruben
Cup's
Amorim
not
said-
the
That is a
parameter.
mistake.
No. Listen.
Go ahead.
Hear me out. So it's scenarios. It's not what manager and what managers did and what happened. It's just those specific scenarios. At that point in the season for
shit.
us,
Go ahead.
regardless of what we had won, the fact that we had won a trophy, but the season was still terrible, we wanted Ten Hag to leave. Ruben Amorim didn't even win a trophy. We finished 15th. We lost a European final, gave Spurs a trophy after how many ever years. We all wanted him to leave. Those two specific scenarios were United fans and the club itself knew that we should probably part ways from this situation and sack the manager. He's comparing that to the middle of Liverpool season, where not at the start. At the start, everyone along us and Sai is saying Liverpool are going to win the league.
See him.
It's not that, but he's disproven your point because he said at the start of the season Liverpool were going to win the league. So he wasn't asking for Slot to be sacked at the start of the season. He's saying more so.
No.
And also, don't you think a manager who's won the league, has spent 500 million, has got some of the best players in the world and in the league itself, and then is performing this way, I would probably call for him to be sacked as well.
Yes, I would ask him to be
But
sacked
that's what he's
too.
saying. That's what he's saying. So
Don't
he's saying
compare.
at some point.
No, that is. I agree with him.
But he's
the
comparing
point
scenarios.
Is
He's not comparing
compare it.
managers. He's not comparing
No,
managers.
you
He's
can't-
comparing
No,
scenarios.
but he's comparing it to the Ten Hag and Amram era, where they didn't win anything. Ten Hag won a FA Cup. You can't
Subi,
compare it
getting the
because he
wrong.
won a Premier League.
I'm not comparing Subi. I'm not comparing managers, but that is where you're getting the wrong. I'm not comparing the managers. I know. See, both all are worst, but I'm comparing the scenarios. That means the timeline. See, Ten Hag, Ruben Amorim, everybody wanted him to
Yeah, it's a
sack,
timeline.
but
Yeah.
timeline. See, everybody wanted him to sack, but the board kept him for way too long. That is my point. See, Liverpool board, Liverpool fan base wanted to sack Slot, but Liverpool board are keeping him.
Yeah,
That is my point, by the way.
Let me argue with. Let me play devil's advocate for your board, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the Liverpool board. I seen the manager win a Premier League last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Right.
then what could you argue against? Okay.
Okay.
Now we have.
This is what I could argue.
know.
This is what I could argue.
I can tell you.
This is what
I
I would
can tell
argue this too. Last season, you won a Premier League with no signings. This season, you got 500 million worth of signings with some of the best players, with players that needed to be replaced, and you're not nowhere near the title race. Forget winning the league. You're not near the title race. Not even near. You're losing to teams like Wolves. Wolves are relegated. Forest.
Okay.
Wolves drawing to teams like Burnley, and this is also keeping the same standard. This is title-winning Arne Slot with 500 million more money. So
I can argue that.
that's
too.
what I'm saying. That's where I'm
Spooky,
like, how is that
Shik,
possible?
and one more thing. Don't forget, Shik, one more thing. We went on the worst run. We lost 9 games in 11. That is worst run in our
Who
century.
cares?
By the way.
I play devil's advocate for that too.
No,
One,
you can't.
we got in the Champions
No.
League. We're still in the Champions League. Okay, we brought
No.
in a lot of players. Okay, we brought in a lot of
Yes.
players, and yeah,
Yeah.
I'm slot right now. Okay, maybe I haven't figured out 100% how to work them all. Okay, maybe I haven't done the best at that, but we're still in the Champions League. We're even if we go, what can it get worse? Can it get worse next season?
Spooby, okay. You. This is your point, right? I can argue with this, right?
Go
If somehow he's telling me that okay, he has to figure it out, he has to do something. He got so many signings. This way to system. Okay, fine. But why you are changing your tactics from last season? Why are you doing some stupid stuff? See, if you watch Liverpool like me regularly, you know that he changed Gravenberch's position. You know he changed McAllister's position. He changed his tactics. Why are you playing?
Mate, he's trying stuff.
Kirkes?
But Sly, I can argue that to a board. I'm be like, listen,
No.
it hasn't been working out.
No,
Now I'm
you
trying
can't
new
argue.
stuff.
No,
I'm not,
you
I'm
can't
not
argue.
trying to.
No.
Go ahead.
The whole Salah situation
Spooby,
as well, like the whole
Spooby,
the whole
Spooby.
Salah
Salah's
situation
been up
played
and
as
playing.
well.
Yeah,
No.
that's another point for
See,
slot.
I'm not blaming.
No, but
Spooby,
if
let me
anything,
let me
but
land.
you could argue Salah won you the league last year. He's the
Last
reason
year.
you won the league.
Yeah, but this year he's not been good.
No, but now, but we can see this now that with better players for slot, with a better team, Salah won you the league last year with most goals and most assists.
But that's
and
not,
then
that's
now
not
when
the point,
Salah's
though.
having a bad year, when Salah's
okay,
having a bad
Spooby.
year, you have nothing
one thing,
to do.
Listen, I'm slot at the board meeting. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, right, guys, you decided to keep Salah. You decided that the Liverpool board decided to keep Salah, and he's not been good enough for me. He's not done anything this season. Okay, he's not contributed nothing. Okay, so how do
It's
you
not
expect
about
me?
Salah though. Spooby, it's not about Salah though. Everybody looks shit. Why you change the tactics? That's my point. I'm asking to slot why you changed your tactics. So okay, fine, you changed your tactics, right? It's not working for 5. You can see. I will give you a lever of 5 to 6 games. It's fine. It's not working. Why you are not changing them? Why are you so stubborn?
To go from a title-winning team to this
Title-winning team to
form,
this.
if a lot of players aren't playing well, that your question marks are definitely on the manager. It's not on those players. The players just won the league last year.
Don't forget. And Shik, don't forget. In the press
You're not putting that on the
conference
manager.
also.
You're putting that on the players. So the players
I
who won a
do put it
league
on
the
the
year
manager,
before
but,
that,
if
if
I
they
sign
all
that-
of a sudden, all of them, not just a few, if all of them are playing shit, then that's definitely on the manager. That's the same
Listen,
conversations we have about
You know what-
United.
You know what? That's
Yes.
crazy shit. Because if United signed a 100 million player like Wirtz,
Right.
Everyone would crash on him. They wouldn't care about context. They wouldn't
Yeah.
care about how you
And
play.
people have crashed
They
on
wouldn't give
Wirtz.
a
No one's
shit.
saying we're not crashing on them.
So then why don't you do the same thing for Wirtz? Wirtz has done nothing when he came in. Okay,
We weren't even talking about
you can
Wirtz.
blame it.
We were
You can
talking
blame
about
it
the
on that. You
managers.
can, yeah, but we're talking about signings that come in and well, it's the manager's fault. Sorry, sometimes you have to take points. If you're a player, sometimes you have to take criticism. Okay,
Yeah,
you can't,
no,
you can't always be the manager. 100 million player. Would you
No, but
ever?
then I can. So then I can
Shik,
take.
like a
I can take
Pogba.
Isak for an example. So I can take Isak for example. Then on the other side of that, Isak, someone who was literally scoring. I think he was the second top goal scorer the season before that. And then now look what it turned out to be for him. Even under
but
Slot.
like, look
I
at
know
how
he's had
he's
injuries and all
played.
that, but
Look at how
I know
he's
he's had
played.
injuries.
Shik,
Look
Spooby
at
can't
the
tell. No,
players. Look
Spooby.
at how they play.
Spooby, I never said.
No, that's what I'm
Spooby,
saying.
1
Like,
minute.
look
I
how
have
they
to.
play
I
as
have to
well,
tell.
like-
Spooby. See, I never said I'm fully blaming on Slot. By the way, I said you can ask Dons. I said Wirtz is flop of the season for me. The expectations he came in, the Germany, I can understand that. He is flop of the season. Ekatike, he's done well, he's fine. He has to do better. He is not about to start. Isak, I had expectations. He got injured. He haven't had a preseason.
That's
fine.
true.
He's
Injured and stuff.
he hadn't had a preseason. He's fully injured. You can't. Okay, fine. But you can take off 3 players, right? See, Van Dijk is shit. Konate is shit. McAllister, Gravenberch, Kirkes,
Washed.
Bradley.
These guys are washed. I get it.
See, everybody in his system is looking absolutely dead. By the way, last season, so many fans said it's not Liverpool fans also. Outside fans also said Van Dijk is back. This is prime Van Dijk. Konate is one of the best centre backs in the world. Conor Bradley, Trent is Trent is gone. But we all know after the signings, everybody said that. For me, yes, players has to blame. I said this. We have some issues with the players. We need some players. We haven't got attackers on our team. But in terms of tactics, I'm seeing okay. If your team is not working, I will give you 5 games. Okay, fine. I will let you 5 games lose. What you are doing in-game management, I want to see in-game management. In-game management is absolutely dreadful. This guy speaks a lot, waffles a lot in the press conference, absolutely waffles a lot, and he's bringing every fucking time PSG or Klopp words from last 2 seasons, and he's discarding us in the press conferences. Brother, you have to check. For me, in this whole Liverpool last 12 months, last season is done. That's why I'm calling last season. Last season, everything is went wrong from where I stand. Everything points to Slot. Nothing about the place I see as sitting here and say you are shit. Yes, you are shit. But there is, I can tell you, if better manager is there. Okay, if you take
Sai, can I ask you a
Irola, if you
question,
take
Sai?
Sebastian Nunes. Go on.
Sai, can I ask you a question, Sai?
Go on, Spooby.
I think he cut out. He's frozen.
Spooby, go on.
He's frozen. I think he's frozen.
Shik, you can't hear me.
No, I can hear you. He's frozen. I think he's frozen.
Okay, Spooby frozen. Okay, fair.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah, it's good.
I thought
it's
my.
his
See,
internet
for me,
probably just
before
cut
Spooby comes, for me, this season is world disaster. Man. Absolutely outrageous to keep him, but we lost so many games. For me, I'm done with him when we lost to United, man. At home, we given Ruben Amron back-to-back wins. By the way, we are the fucking club. You given Ruben Amron back-to-back wins, bro. That deserves sacking, hire and sack, man. That deserves 2 sackings, brother. And we allowed this United team to do double against us after 10 years. We allowed this City team to do double against after so long. Our team, we bottled so many games. Palace battered us. Forest, they came to our home ground and bopped us. Fucking PSV, by the way, in the Champions League. And Leeds, bro, the damning part is they rotated against us and they can point away. They rotated against us. They didn't even start their main 11, by the way. And they taken 1 point from us. They haven't lost a game against us. Burnley got a draw at her home ground. Every fucking result I can say that, man. See, in terms of players, Salah is done. He had a worst season, one of the worst seasons in his life. He's done. Van Dijk had a worst season. Konate is same thing. McAllister. I can point out to apart from Dominic Szoboszlai and Ekatike, and in terms of in parts of Curtis Jones, in parts some players, because of them we got top 5.
Yeah.
In terms of because of them we got top 5, man. If I'm telling brother, if other teams have done little bit more, we don't deserve to be in the top 5, but we got top 5. It's fine. Champions League football, we will see what happens next. I don't have any confidence on him, but we will see. It all depends upon. I said to so many times, regardless of the manager, run me place FSG. You want to keep him, fine. You keeping him, then run me a players who can help this stupid Boldfisk. Go on, Subi.
Okay, it's 100% him. Okay,
Subi, you're cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting out again. Spoops. I think his internet is just moving a little bit mad.
I can understand, man. I can understand Fisk is doing this.
Fisk's doings. Yeah, Spooby will be back soon. No worries, people. Make sure you guys are running up the like, subscribing.
Hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, make sure you guys are running up the like, subscribing, all that stuff, man. When he gets back, we'll have him ask the question.
Jack, I won't be here until 2027, by the way. Ekatike won't be here for until 2027. I think.
Yeah, he's got an Achilles. Yeah, it's a bad injury.
Achilles is done. See, for me, Achilles is so dangerous injuries, man.
It really is. You don't come back the same.
same. It will see. It can. They can come back the same, but it will take so many years.
It
It all
definitely
depends
takes
upon
years
your
off your
body.
career. It takes years off
Years
your
of your
career.
because the player, if you're depending upon pace, if you're depending upon uh, turn, it will take some time to heal, bro. We are in 2026. I'm trusting signs. I need to answer this quickly because he's a young player. His body can heal so quickly. I can think of he will get his best years in 2028 or 2029. I don't see his
Yeah.
best years in 2027. No, it will take time. At least are dangerous injuries, brother. Very, very dangerous injuries.
Yeah, no, 100%. I remember like there's been so many like basketball players in the past who've gotten Achilles injuries and they just never come back the same. Klay Thompson was one. Like he had Achilles injuries the last time the Warriors were in like not the last time, sorry, the year way before that, back in like
Yeah, Warriors
2020. And he got his he first tore his ACL and then in between he tore his Achilles and then he was out for 2
KD
years.
so many times.
Yeah, KD so many times. Yeah. It's a tough injury, man. It's tough. It's a long rehab and it's
long. Yeah, absolutely wrong. Yeah, absolutely. We see now JT perform, man. Jason Tatum. Yes, he came back long. He came back well, but I think he's not fit. JT is not fit. We're seeing the problems by the way because of because he came back early. The problems are there. So
I think he came back early. That's
Halliburton.
what I think. Yeah, that's what I think happened with Jason Tatum.
JT. Yeah. It's same for Halliburton. It's taking long.
It's gonna take a while.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
And by the way, before this conversation goes to Liverpool, did you see Roy Keane reply to Bruno Fernandes?
I did on Instagram. Yeah. It's hey man, listen.
Bro, Roy Keane, man. Bro, you got it wrong. Move on, man. It's so funny,
like
man.
low key, Roy Keane, like I really like Roy Keane for the player that he was and everything, but it's like, man, you need to like, you just sound like you're hurt all the time, and nothing's gonna ever make you happy. Or I mean, the only thing that will make you happy is if we win a league or we win like some major trophy. But until then, he's just gonna keep talking. He's gonna keep talking.
It's simple for me. It's simple. The Roy Keane saying is that don't talk. Win some stuff and talk to me. He haven't won anything. He haven't done anything in last 7 to 8 years. He came here, win something major, and then talk to me. Because in his lifetime, every fucking time he won that United, right? He won so many leagues. He won Champions League.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he wants us to win
my
it.
point.
Like he wants us to win and all that stuff. But I'm also at the same time like I'm not on nobody's side in this scenario, but I understand both sides of it. I do. I understand Roy Keane's side of it, but I also understand Bruno's side of it as well. Like Bruno's side of it is what Bruno's thing is like I'm kind of like in his shoes as well. If I don't get assists, you're gonna criticize me. You're gonna tell me I'm a shit player anyways if I don't play well. If I don't get goals and assists, you're gonna criticize me anyways. So now that I'm getting goals and assists, you're still criticizing me. So he's never gonna win. Bruno should know probably not to reply. And Bruno should also know that these guys have been highly critical of United players, not just you. Roy Keane didn't like Martial. He's talked about Rashford. He's talked about Pogba. He's talked about countless players over the years, managers. He's taken sides of players like Ronaldo when the whole thing was going on, like all that stuff. Like it's just how this is him as a person. I understand that this is him as a person. This is why I don't listen to him a lot. I listen to him, but I don't take too much into it. It's like I know what he's saying, I know what he means, all that type of stuff. And it's not just for Roy Keane, it's the same thing for Neville, it's the same thing for Carragher, it's the same thing for all of those guys on the overlap. Like I don't really listen to it's been like this for years. Like it's been like this for years, bro. So that's my thing about it. It's like I don't think either of them are wrong for saying what they did, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, it's you move. That's really it. Let them deal with that.
He said he's not a United fan, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm just like, yo, if Roy Keane is calling you out, best way for you to shut Roy Keane up is perform next season, play the same way next season, and he won't say
win something.
Win something. Yeah, win something, and he won't say anything. Maybe if you had not lost those European finals, Roy Keane's energy might be a little bit different towards you. Yeah, two. Like, be shameful. McGinn won one before you.
He knew that.
Yeah, McGinn won before you. Shameless fuck. But anyways, it is what it is. Go on, Spoobs. You're it's all perfect now. Ask your question.
Go on, Spooby.
I can't. Can I? Sorry, I lagged out the last two times.
Yeah, no, it's all
I don't
good.
think I'm going to.
Yeah.
Sai, how much blame out of 100% would you put on the manager and the players?
Sorry, Spooby.
Good question.
Come again.
Out of 100%, how much would you put on the blame of this season on the players and the manager?
65% on slot, 35% on players.
35. You put 35% on the players.
Yes, yeah.
Then what are you complaining about?
Spooby, in terms of, you have to understand why I'm putting 35% on the players, right? You have to understand this league is shit. This league, regardless of if I'm putting 35% means they deserve to be in the top. They given me top 5. I know the players called take off Salah. Apart from Salah, everybody has to perform. See, we got signings of the players. Apart from players, okay, take off Isak, Words, Kirkes.
So the manager that
the
manager that you hate that just won you your Premier League, you only give
that
him
is where you're getting
60%.
wrong, Spooby. That is where you're getting wrong. He's won the league with
You
different
said
tactics.
60%.
He's doing the Spooby. Let me finish. He won the league with different tactics. He's doing stupid tactics now. He wants to play total football. That
Why
is
do you
why I'm
think
putting
he's doing that
65% of the manager.
Gakpo.
Why do you think he's doing stupid tactics? Because your players are not playing.
No.
Yes.
You haven't watched
You
Liverpool.
just
then.
said that.
Okay, no.
You said it was
Spooby.
60, 30.
Spooby, how many? Spooby, how many games you watched Liverpool this season? Let me ask you a question first.
Oh my god, a lot. I've watched a lot.
Tell me the number. Tell me the number then.
I can't
tell me
tell
the number.
you the exact number. It's more than 10.
More than 10, right? I watched at least 50. I watched every fucking game, right? You tell me why is change tactics
Doesn't
of
even matter.
and the
It doesn't even
Gravenberch.
matter, Sai. It doesn't even matter how much games I watch. You're the one that gave me the
No.
number. It's 60, 35,
No,
or 60,
Spooby, I'm telling
whatever.
you. Spooby, I'm asking. See, I'm telling you. Tell me the
65,
reason
35.
why. Spooby, tell me the reason why he changed Gravenberch and McAllister. And one more thing, why you are playing Kirkes as a left 10? He's a left back.
Okay, I get it. Slot. Okay, but Sai, you've dug yourself into a hole here. Okay, I can tell you
No.
why. You have.
No.
Because you
No.
said I gave you a 100% who's in the wrong, and you said 65 manager, 35 manager. Okay, or sorry,
No,
35
65
players.
65 manager.
Yeah, 65 manager, 35 player. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so then that 35%, okay, you have to answer for your own players because that's a big percentage. It is a big percentage.
Yes.
And
Spooby.
yeah, but
Spooby,
who cares?
I
what
told
the-
you. Spooby, I told you. Yes, these players' performances are shit. For me, what I'm saying is, if slot is there, if another manager is there, then we won't be like in the dog race. We won't go on 11 games in 9 losses in 11 games. We won't go that type of run. We won't get battered by PSG. We won't get battered by PSG. We won't get it by Forest because of his tactics, because of his man management.
You can't say
Because
that,
of his-
Sai, because you said it was 35% players.
Yeah, I can say that. Why I can't say that?
So then what?
I'm
what-
telling
how-
you,
if it's-
Spooby, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, players are shit. See, you have to understand, players are shit. I'm telling you, players are shit because I'm blaming 35% because they're making too many mistakes. Bro, everybody, Prime, Shik, everybody cooked Van Dijk this season. Everybody cooked Konate this season. Everybody's cooked McAllister this season because they're making mistakes. Because of
So
slot
if it-
tactics.
So then why, if the players are so bad, okay, and the tactics are so bad, why would you only give him 65% of the blame?
He's the head of the table, right? He's the coach. Because of
No,
his
no,
tactics,
no,
players are
no,
performing like that.
no, no. You said 65% of the blame is on Slot, right? That's
Yes,
what you
yes,
said.
yeah.
So what? 65% of the blame's on Slot. Then what about the players? Like,
Bro,
how can you
Players can't
put
do,
that?
Spooby, Subi, this is stupid question, right? I will tell you why. Because
Go ahead.
if manager is the guy who give instruction to the players.
Your
He's the main
argument-
guy who would. Spooby, let me finish. He's the main guy in the training ground telling him to do this. He's the main guy who manages them.
Your argument would
telling you
make more
this.
sense. Your argument would make more sense if you give Slot more a percentage. If you said it was 80% Slot, 20% players. No, but you didn't.
No.
You give it 60% or
Spooby, it's same.
65% Slot.
Spooby, because I given 60. I given 65. You have to understand why I given 65 and 35 because there are so much of players drop off. That's why I given 35. If it is fine because Salah is massive drop off.
Who dropped off, Sai?
Salah is massive drop off.
Yes, Salah dropped off.
Wait, Spooby, let me. Salah, Van Dijk, Konate, Gravenberch, McAllister, 5 players. McAllister, Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Konate, 5 players, and Gak shit, by the way. And one more thing, you seen Rio Yangamoma play, right? You seen Rio Yangamoma play.
Good player.
This guy has a talent, but he won't start him. We went to PSG with his dumb tactics and we lost 2-0 because of him. See, for me, okay, fine. If you have to mention, if you really want to give, I can give him 75 to 25. I can do that.
Yeah, but Sai, you're making all these arguments, but you still put him 65% of the blame for Slot.
No,
if you want to give him more percent, you can change it if you want.
No, Spooby, I want to. But what I'm saying is, these players has to also take a blame. See, you seen with United, Spooby. You got shit players. They haven't performed, but you got good players. Once Carrick came in, they performed well because it's also about coaching. You can have a shit player.
You can't say that when Slot won the league.
No,
Slot
I can
won
say
the
that.
League.
No, I can say that. No, I can say that because if it is Spooby, that is where you're getting me wrong, and that is where you're not seeing the bigger picture. Because if Slot done the same tactics last season, that same way he played last season, it happens now. I agree with you, but he changed the whole thing. He changed the tactics. He changed everything. If we are playing slow football, we don't attack much, bro. We consider 79 goals. Do you know how many goals that is? 79 goals. We scored 50 or 52 like that, but we considered 79. That is worst. We got 20 losses after 10 years. We got 20 losses. And see, I'm seeing Roy Hodgson era. I see Brandon Rodgers era. That is also not happened. Brandon Rodgers got 19 losses. This guy has 20 losses, by the way. Because of his tactics. That's why I'm blaming him.
Pick up Rodgers.
That's why I'm blaming him.
Guy. Yeah, that's your guy.
No. If he didn't do the change of tactics, then it won't happen like that. Why are you playing Gravenberch as a 10? Why are you playing McAllister as a deep line playmaker? He is not that type of midfielder. He's playing words at everywhere. That's why I'm blaming Mohrak. I can blame Mohrak.
I know
I can do that.
I'm playing devil's advocate, okay? I'm trying to be Slot.
Spooby, that's why I said fine. Spooby, I can understand devil's advocate. There are a lot of fans who is doing this, but right now everybody wants Slot out.
Sai, you didn't do that with Amr.
Slot out. No. What do you mean? You said everyone wants Slot out. I don't want Slot out.
Shik. I say Liverpool fans. Shik, I say Liverpool fans. You are not a Liverpool. Bro,
Sai was running Amr agenda.
Shik,
I'm a Slot fan.
Shik, you are way too much with flawless, man. You are way too much with flawless. Don't
what do you
like
mean?
Me, come on.
What do you mean? I've been like this as well. I'm a Slot fan.
Sai was running Amr agenda. Sai was running 10 hang agenda. Like what you want me to be truthful about Liverpool?
What an agenda. What an agenda.
Fuck you.
What an agenda.
You were doing Amr agenda. You were.
When?
What you mean when? Every time you're in chat, you're like, oh, pick up Amram, pick up Amram's.
I never said pick up. I said no. I never said pick up. I said bring Rover back. That's it. That is good times, man.
Yeah.
That is good times, bro. I said this in solid stream. Bro, you can check flawless and Shik streams under Amrun, under Carrick, man. They're so depressed. They don't want to do the streams. They don't want to connect with United. But after Carrick came,
God
after
forbid.
Shik,
Hey,
Shik,
God forbid I do a slot agenda while you were doing the Amram agenda. Oh, God forbid that. Like, I'm the worst person in the
see,
world.
you already do. I can understand from a rival's perspective, man. Shik is slot fan right now. You are a slot fan right now. I can understand
I wasn't
that.
a slot fan before. See, I wasn't. When
See?
you won the league,
He changed his mind. I can understand that.
No, I love slot.
See, that's why.
He's the
You
best.
see,
I love Slot too.
both are
That's what I'm
rivals.
saying.
I love slot.
See, if both are rivals fan, I can understand what you're doing. It's same situation for me.
I'm
That's why I
telling you,
said.
man. Slot, he just had too much money and he has to adapt. You know, he has to adapt to the play. You know, pick up Slot.
No,
I think Salah
agree
was
with
the
Slot.
problem. I think Salah was
Yeah,
the
I think Salah was the problem. Get rid of him.
I think, yeah,
And
I think
also,
you guys did a
who
good
else?
job
Already
getting rid of
gone.
Salah first. Yeah.
He already
That's
gone.
the
He
good
already
job that
done.
you did first. First, that's what you
He
did.
already done.
You know,
Pick
like
up Slot,
I
pick up.
turn around and I'm with Spooby on this. You go win back Slot. He won you a league.
Yeah.
And I don't know when is the next time you guys will see a league. You could be like us.
But
It's been
Slot,
15
it might be
years for
very
us.
soon. Maybe very
Shik,
soon. with
one
Slot.
thing I will tell you this right. We are not winning the league for next 1 year or 2 years. That's it. I'm giving you that time. That's only 1 or 2 years. So that's it.
1 or 2
This
years,
word-
you're not winning the league. All right, we'll be back to this conversation. We will.
Hey, you can check it. See, I'm saying if manager change, don't be surprised if we win the league.
No, pick up Sai. Pick up.
Fair enough.
I'm saying if manager changes, we will be back soon. We won't take like Arsenal 22 years. We won't take that.
Nah, keep Slot, bro. He's gonna get you there.
Keep Slot,
Don't worry about it. He's already won one. So
I you know what? These both are talking like frauds.
I'm
already
joking, Sai.
served-
I'm
he's-
joking, Sai. Come on,
he's
Sai. I'm
already
joking.
he's already equaled Klopp's Premier League legacy.
That's true. Hey, man.
I said Klopp didn't achieve more. I said that because of there are so many concerns. I don't want to go there. I said
See, all I remember is you guys weren't on Klopp's case after 1 or 2 years when he didn't win the league.
That's
But the
true.
way you guys are on Slot's case is crazy, and Klopp was spending money too.
Yeah.
Difference.
And
No.
he doesn't have
difference-
Salah.
spending
Like,
money too.
doesn't have
Shik,
Salah.
Shik.
Spent,
You have to
Klopp spent the
understand.
most on a
Shik.
center back. You know, he spent
Shik,
75
different
million on a
scenarios.
center back.
No. Shik. Different scenarios, different timelines. That is different, man. That is
different
beautiful
timelines
face.
now. It's different
No,
timelines now.
you have to
Okay.
check. See,
I
Klopp tenure.
remember when Slot joined and you guys won the league, everyone was saying it's all Klopp. Shout out to Klopp because
I
Klopp
never
built
said
that
that.
squad and Klopp.
I never
built
said
that
that.
squad
Liverpool
being-
fans
Don't
said
you remember
that.
that, huh?
You
Remember that,
can talk
Spoobs,
to
huh?
the-
You remember that?
Uh,
You remember that,
yeah.
Spoobs,
Shik.
huh?
No,
Everyone,
see,
okay,
see,
not
now I'm
you,
getting
not
to
you.
know
Klopp's
that.
Okay,
working,
not
it's
Yeah,
you.
Klopp.
Then I can't
Not
respond.
you.
Then I don't
Not
respond.
you, but
I
I'm
don't
just
respond.
saying,
Klopp.
like everyone was saying, Klopp's team. This is Klopp. Like Klopp. So these are champions because of Klopp. Klopp still built the squad. It's still his, and that's
Yeah.
why they've won the league and all that stuff. Remember, Spoobs? They were saying all that.
I do. I remember that.
I don't
It
forget.
was
all
all
these things,
Slot.
man.
So, like, I mean, like, all I'm trying to do is play. I'm trying to, like, I don't agree with Slot, but, like, I'm trying to play devil's advocate with a Liverpool board. I'm the Liverpool board, and my manager just won me the league last year. I mean, yeah, I'll give him some concessions. 100%. Like, I don't, what are we doing here? Like, I don't get it. You won the league last year. Like, what? Yeah.
So
No,
you can do this devil's advocate.
Oh,
this
he
season-
wants Arteta out. He wants Arteta out.
Yeah.
So,
So, do
some
you want
people
Arteta out?
Sorry?
Would you, before this season, would you put Arteta out?
I don't care. He stays. They're not sack. I said to Don City, by the way, he's not going anywhere. Before the winning the league, by the way. I said
No,
this
but
before
if
the winning
you were the
also.
board, if you were the Arsenal board, would you sack Arteta?
Yeah,
at the start of
definitely.
this?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, well,
yes.
that's where we're different because I wouldn't, and they won the league. So maybe you
See,
should
that is
listen
the
to
difference.
me.
No.
You should listen
See,
to me.
listening to you, it's like, you know what? I don't want to do this. No. You know, no, I don't want to do this.
No, say it, Sai. Go on.
Let's
Say it,
keep
Sai,
it there.
go on.
Let's keep it there. Let's
Say
keep
it,
it. It's
Sai.
NBA time.
No, say
It's
Sai.
NBA time. No,
Sai.
it's NBA time. I have to go. Let's keep it like that.
No, any
Because
diabolical shit you want to say, Sai, say it.
Alright,
Say it.
no. See, I don't want. See, there is lot of time. So we will catch so many times here. We be in the flawless chat. There is so much time.
Alright, Sai, I'll really
Let me
quickly
see
ask
my
you
window.
before you leave. Before you leave, I'll really quickly ask you, who is your player of the season this year?
Player of the season. Who?
Player of the season.
Gabriel.
Who is the flop of the season this year?
Words.
Thank you. You named the Liverpool player. I was
Wow.
looking for that.
Thank you, Sai.
I was looking for this. This I know Sai a real one.
No,
Sai's a
yeah,
real one.
Sai is a real one. He
Sai is
is.
a real one. Sai's a real
Words.
one.
And by the way, before I go, I have to tell you, signing of the season for me, Sam Lemons.
Prayers? Lament signing of the season? Prayers?
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
see,
Laments
Liverpool-
is.
bro, Sheik,
yeah.
Sheik, United fans are not
I say
talking
he's our
about
signing of the
goalkeeper.
season. No,
See,
I say he's
Sheik,
our signing of the season. I do say that.
United fans not talking about goalkeeper for so long
After
because
Onana,
he's doing
yeah,
their job.
Yeah,
He's doing his job, bro. Because
Mhm.
of him, he saved so many times. He's done good saves.
No,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think
He has
I can
kept us in
name.
games.
I don't think I can name 5 mistakes of him. By the way, I
Kept
can
us in
name
the
2
Sunderland
mistakes. One is
game.
done.
Yeah.
I can
No,
name 2
Sai,
mistakes.
right?
One is done against us, against Liverpool.
Against you guys. That was the only
Against
mistake
Liverpool,
he's
he
made
given
on
the
the
ball
ball.
away.
Yeah.
And I think one more mistake I've seen that, but every fucking time I see him, he's collecting the ball well from corners. He's kicking as to improve. Will you improve?
Stable.
He's solid.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
stable.
solid.
See, there is no
It's
much
price tag too. It's how much we bought him for
price
as well.
tag.
And it's like all
Price
that.
tag.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm with
For
it.
me,
No, it's signing
he's the signing of the season for me. As I know, there is some Sutherland players, there is some other players, but in terms of what I will say 100% sure if Onana in this United team, United will not finishing
Onana.
third, by the way.
That's what I was saying. Like I said this.
I
to
see
you
it's
Spooby, as
regardless
well.
of the manager. It's Carrick, it's Ruben, it's Luis Enrique. Regardless of the manager, if Onana in this team, United are not finishing third. No.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
I love Sai. Sai's the best. I do.
Yeah,
I
shout
do
out to you,
like.
Sai. Shout out to you, Sai, every single time, man. Cool. We'll move on to United. Pretty much the last section.
Shit.
I think the player of the season and all that type of stuff we can do next week's stream when we have more people and stuff. Sai, you're welcome to join again if you want, no problem.
Hey, Sai, come on.
Big up, Shik.
First
Thanks, man.
appearance,
Thanks,
Sai.
man.
Come on.
Of course, bro.
Get back on.
But yeah, so we'll talk about United real quick. Floor is yours, Spoobs. This is recap for United season. Of course, we've been through a lot. We had managerial changes ourselves. Somehow, after a season of finishing 15th last year, we have found ourselves back into the Champions League. We finished third. A lot of stats that I can name that have been an improvement for us since last year. We finished third, of course, with the amount of points that we have. I'll tell you exactly how many points we finished with. But we finished with 71 points in the Premier League. We scored, I believe, 69 goals. So that's 24, I believe. Yeah, 24 goals more than what we did last season.
And United had 29 points swing, by the way.
Yeah,
29
21
points swing
point
from last
swing.
season.
We were 29 point swing from last season. When Carrick took over, we were 11 points off of Champions League spots. And now we finish 14 points comfortable above Champions League spots. So a couple of stats, Spoobs. More on the positive side. Plus 19 goal difference as well. So a lot of the stats on the positive side. But just your overall thoughts on this season. Of course, we didn't finish any trophy.
Before I have to go. I have a question for you, Spooby. Are you in the Carrick cartel?
Yes, I am.
You are in the Carrick cartel. Fair. Yeah. That means Shik, 3 members, right?
We have 3 members.
Eddie is the co-founder.
Eddie,
you are a co-founder.
I'm a co-founder.
Spooby,
you can be a co-founder as well. No problem.
Just wait though. Okay, listen. Okay, I'm not Carrick cartel. Like, oh my god, Carrick's the best manager out there.
We are not either. We don't.
Yeah,
we are not in there.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
See, you have to see, Spooby. You have to understand, right? Carrick cartel means co-founders and founders are experting 21.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, okay, fine. You are also expecting 21 then.
Yeah, like listen, what manager can you go out there and get in this day and age?
Spooby, I said to Shik also. I before he's done the solo stream. Why don't you want? I will ask him questions. He answered. We went back and forth about him. I see. I know there is a better manager not there. I can understand why United are giving him. It's a good choice, and I can understand that. But what I'm saying was, before I go, this is the my point of view from
Yeah.
Carrick is. I want to see how he performs under pressure. I want to see how he performs under 3 games in a row. I want to see him how he does if he lose 3 games in a row. How he performs.
You don't think he was under pressure when he took the job?
No. This is not the pressure, Spooby. I'm saying.
I think he was under
See,
pressure.
you haven't
but the
lost 3
pressure
games
he's
in a
gonna
row,
have
right?
Next season is going to be different. It's going to be different.
Oh yeah, okay.
See,
No,
yeah.
Spooby's expectation.
Next season is so different.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
Yeah,
more.
I'm saying
I think the pressure is going to be.
And one more thing, Spooby, you have to understand. No, you have to understand, right? Now, other team knows how Carrick plays. Now, other teams can study. There is bunch of games where they know this is the way Carrick plays. They can understand that. And one more thing, you are getting midfield overkill. You are rebuilding your midfield, right? That means a lot of you are bringing lot of players. You will bring at least 4 to 5 players. That means how you manage the situation, how you will get best out of everyone, how you will improve Mbemo, how will you improve Ahmad Diallo, how you will improve Xerxes, Sesco. I want to see all of them. How you improve? Let me Euro. You had a bad season, but he's a young player. You had a bad season. How you improve him? How you improve Hayden Heaven? You had a good season. How you improve them? How you deal with adversity? I want to see that. That's why I'm saying to Flawless also.
I
can understand why you want to keep. Go on.
I could argue with you that yes, Carr came in and no one had expectations, but when he started winning games, of course he had expectations at United. That's just how it is. You can say about Mbeumo, and he has made players look good. There's some players that have looked bad. I'll agree with you.
Diallo.
Yes, Diallo, whoever. Okay, but I need to see better midfielders, and then we can really look at how these players like Diallo look. Okay,
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm also saying that same thing, but I'm saying that see, you've done brilliantly. Nobody expected this. You can ask Shik, you can ask Flawless. Nobody.
Okay, then what's your point? What's your point then?
I'm saying I want to see how you deal with adversity, more adversity, because you're playing in Champions League, right?
You're playing in Champions League next season. There's a lot of question marks about a lot of things. There's a lot of question marks about a lot of things. What's going to be our consistent style of play?
Sai,
what is all that
can I talk to Sai a wee second? Sai, I went to Michael Carrick's first game at Old Trafford against Man City. I was there, okay? And everyone was saying, oh, we're going to get battered. We're going to get, just put up a fight, and stuff like that. No.
I never said it.
And I watched us. I watched us destroy Man City. Destroy. It doesn't take the best players. It doesn't take. It takes a manager, okay, that can understand his players, that can actually talk to his players, because Amram couldn't do that. Amram admitted that he couldn't do that. When Amram was in there, the players were fucking against him. Okay, there was a big group of players that were against him. So I'm watching Carrick. Okay, he doesn't be the most tactically insane manager. Okay, if you can get the guys behind you, that's all you have. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I think I never said
I'm
one
more
word
so on
before
the thing
Shik goes.
also. Yeah, go on, Si. Go on.
Sorry to cut you off, Shik.
No, go on.
For me, I never said a Carrick is bad manager. I never said that, by the way. I'm saying that he's done brilliantly. He's performed way above his expectations. He's done absolutely outrageously good. I'm telling you that, yeah, you have done this right. Now, I'm asking, if you go to Real Madrid, if you play Arsenal in the midweek, and if you play cup final or a cup semi-final, something in span of 5 games,
if we play Real Madrid, we'll go counter-attack. We'll counter-attack them.
No, Spooby, let me finish. I'm saying, Spooby, let me finish. What I'm saying is, if you I'm saying hypothetically, brother. If you get 3 losses in a row, if you get 2 losses in a row, how do you act? I want to see that. That's it. I'm not saying he's bad manager. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be there. I'm not saying that he deserved to be there because how he performed, how he deserved to be there. What I'm asking is, his second season. Everybody knows his tactics. He's getting his new players. I want to see if he performs really well. If he does really well, I will give him props. I'm giving props to him. What I'm saying was, you are in the next stage right now. You've done this. Yeah, this season is done. Next season is a fresh start. How do you start? See, if United win first 9 games in 10, that means Shik is coming here and saying we are winning 21.
Oh no, I'm not saying that, but I would be very gassed. No, nobody could speak.
See,
100%. Yeah, I'm not
see, that's what I'm saying.
But I would.
Yeah, but Sai, you're doing hypotheticals. You're doing hypotheticals. What if Carrick wins his perfect? What if Slot wins his fucking first 5 games? How about that? Okay, like you're doing hypotheticals. I can do hypotheticals.
Yeah, fine.
Too. So then, like,
Spooby, no. See, you can do you can do hypotheticals. What I'm doing hypotheticals in terms of I'm asking question mark. That's it. I never said is this bad, this bad.
You
are
don't think
saying
these are
this
fair
about
questions to ask those Swoops? You don't think they're fair questions to ask?
What if we lose the first 3?
No. If like how Carrick is gonna set up and like after adversity, how he's gonna
I think he's gonna set up the exact same way.
How do you
just
know
with
that?
better players?
How do you know that? How do you know?
I don't think Carrick has. Listen, I said
but you're basing that only off of 1 game a week, and next season scenarios are going to be different. Like you said, we're going to be playing.
He might put more players back, but I don't think he's going to drastically change how he plays.
No. I hear that, but then it's like, so then it goes into who do you keep dropping? Who do you keep playing consistently? What is even like? Let's just say this: what is even going to be your starting 11 squad? We don't even know that, bro. Like, you don't know who's going to play.
That's fine. That's fine. But I don't like. Okay, you can say, oh, we're not going to start the same players. We're going to start the same midfielders. Not going to start the same wingers and stuff like that. But like, if he gets better players, then like the logic follows. Like, if he has better players to play his system, then.
Not necessarily.
We can do this. We can also do this one thing.
Unless you're like Slot.
No, that's not necessarily always the case because look what happened to Slot.
It's not always the case. That's true. That's true.
That's why. These are the same questions I'm asking too. I'm in my side of things is I'm looking forward to Carrick having all these things. I'm looking forward to Carrick building a squad. I'm looking forward to Carrick having his midfield, to establishing a style of play, all that stuff. That's why, and I'm basing that off of what I've seen so far. And that's why I'm gassed going with Carrick into the season. Because I've based off of what I've seen with Carrick, I'm looking forward to Carrick having all these decisions.
Yes, and I agree with that too. But the problem is,
that doesn't mean that I don't have question marks on it. I do have question marks on it.
Listen, Carrick plays a simple system. He does. It's not some crazy 5 at the 3 at the back, 5 at the like. It's not like an Amram system. Is he understands where to put players. That's one. We've seen that change. We've seen Carrick put players play in their position where they fucking can play, and it's crazy that I have to fucking say that because
no one's denying that though. We're not denying.
And Spooby, and one more thing you have to remember. See, question marks. I'm telling this is by the if Bruno drops off, he's your player of the season. By the way, this season he's your player of the season. If Bruno drops off, who are going to see the perform?
We're not blaming
like
Carrick for that. We're not blaming. I'm not blaming.
Why would I blame
Carrick
for that?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like but all these things could happen though. So that's why I'm like, it all depends on how our summer goes. My main thing is on the summer. My thing is on recruitment. Because right now I look at this team and I know there's problems, and that's not on Carrick. Because Carrick actually took this team over. Carrick's not the one who built this team. Carrick's the one who took this team over. And I can still tell that this team has problems. So before
and you give him a couple better players
here, I can still say that there's problems. Yes, you give him a couple better players. You would hope to think that it would lead to some sort of improvement. But that's not always necessarily the case because Sai's team he will tell you that himself. Like after a year of winning the league, we're not even winning the league. We just qualified for Champions League.
But I would argue that, and I'm going to agree with Sai now because I'm not playing devil's advocate for the Liverpool board. Slot has changed how they play. and
Yes.
it's been a complete detriment, and it
Disaster.
doesn't even make sense.
I get the point
But
you're making. You wouldn't
if
want
I-
Carrick to change what he's doing right now.
Yes,
because it's been
I
working
think
now.
Carrick will stick to
Yeah.
what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
With a couple of better players in midfield, a couple players better here and there, and I think I'm not going to say we're going to win the fucking league or Champions League, but if
challenge.
yes,
Get
if we can
close to
challenge,
challenge.
but
Spooby,
this
let
is
me
where
ask
I
you a question
agree.
then.
I agree with Sai
Okay.
here because go ahead.
Sorry to cut you. Let me ask a question. If you get
No.
okay, let me tell. See what are the 3 signings you want in this midfield? 3 players.
Oh,
What you
you're
want?
asking me specific players?
Yeah,
Tonali.
Yeah, see, I will tell you this
I'd
right.
say
You are linked
Tonali.
with Tonali. No. You are linked with Tonali, Anderson, Fernandes, and Ederson, and Shumani. These are the 5 you linked with, and Baliba 6.
Well, the thing is, what do we have now? We've got Mount playing in midfield, so anyone other
See,
than him, we're fine with.
But if you're asking me
me,
asking
Shik knows
specific,
Mount is not playing in this midfield.
Yeah, he's not gonna
I'm telling
start.
you,
It's more so like
he won't
yeah,
start. I'm asking you, what is your 3 midfielders you want to sign in this? I mentioned 6 names: Tonali, Matheus Fernandes,
Tonali, Chouameni,
Anderson,
and Baliba.
Baleba.
That's what I would say.
And
Tonali, Chouameni,
Chouameni.
and Baliba. That's my 3.
I like the
Okay,
West
that is
Ham
not realistic, by the way. See, that is not.
It's not
what
realistic.
I'm
But you're not asking
that is
realistic. You're not asking realistic.
I'm asking
yeah, you're
realistic.
You just asked who we would want.
No,
yeah,
I'm
that's
Shik,
who I
I'm
would
telling.
want.
I like
I'm
Matheus.
saying.
I like
No.
Matheus.
See, I know what you are. What I'm saying was, if you don't get if you don't get Chouameni, if you get Tonali, Baleba, and Ederson, or if you get Baleba, Ederson, and Matheus Fernandes, it's fine for you, right?
Baleba, Matheus Fernandes, and Ederson, I'm not fine with. No, I'm not fine with that. Tonali, I'd be okay. This is what I would say. I need one of Tonali and Chouameni, and Baleba and Ederson are okay. That's fine. But I need one of Chouameni and Tonali. Yes.
Okay, you definitely you don't. Sorry, you
so
want
if
at
it's
least
if it's yeah.
Tonali.
So if it's Tonali, Baleba, Ederson, cool. If it's Chouameni, Baleba, Ederson, cool.
Okay. See, I said this policy. I think United need 4 midfielders. I think United need 4. Because you only have Mainu right now. And by the way, you have only Mainu. And you will play. Ugarte will leave.
No, it depends. We need to sell Ugarte for one.
Yeah, he's leaving. He's leaving.
We need to sell Mount.
Yeah.
I don't know who's signing him. Go on, Sai. Tell me who's signing him.
Spooby. No. So you see, count Mount and Mainu as a 2, right? Okay, if you bring 4, that means 6 midfielders. You need at least 6 midfielders.
Even if we bring in 3, I still think Mount's minutes are very much limited. I don't think he plays.
Yes.
Mount is not playing on our team. I'm telling you.
He's not. He's down. He goes down the pecking order quite a lot. So whether he leaves or not is a whole different question. But he's not playing regardless. I don't think he's going to be playing that much regardless. But it all depends on who we end up going and signing.
Let me.
Because I don't see Ederson as a starter. Ederson, to me, is not a starter in this team.
I think he's a starter.
I don't think he's a starter. Is he a squad
No.
player in this team? Sure. But is he a starter? No, I don't think
Did you see how Carrick spoke? Did you see the Carrick interview where he spoke about what he wants from players?
Sure. What he wants from players, cool, that's fine. But I'll ask you this. Who would you take in this current United team? Would you take a Chouameni, a Tonali, or an Ederson as a starter?
See, that is 2 different questions. One,
just answer the question.
No.
Just three players.
Before I have to answer, I have to give context. Now, see, I'm saying
you're
this
gonna give me
right.
context. You're gonna give me context based off of the Ederson that you've watched, and you're gonna tell me that Ederson's good. And I'm not saying Ederson's bad. I'm just asking you, as a starter, who would you right now, currently, let's say this is your midfield, Mainu, Bruno, and you need to sign Tonali, Chouameni, or Ederson. They're all 3 there for free. You just have to pick one as your starter. Who are you
Shumeni.
picking?
For me, it's just too many starters. Too many
So
starting.
again, that's just back to my point. I think there's better starters out there over Ederson. So I wouldn't want him to be one of our starters. It would all depend on who we end up signing. But let's say our window is that Ederson, like you mentioned earlier, Ederson, Baliba, and who was the third one? You said Fernandez.
Tonali.
Mateus Fernandez. I'm not okay. No. You said Ederson, Baliba, and Mateus Fernandez. Let's say those three are some of the midfielders. I'm not okay with that. I'm genuinely not okay with that. I'm not okay with those three midfielders.
Carrick plays double. Okay, wait. Carrick plays right now. He's playing Mainu every.
This could just be me, but I think if we sign those three, we failed. Genuinely think we failed.
Okay, and see, let me ask you a question, Shik. That means no, Shik. Let me ask you. See, that means if I'm getting the wrong or you are getting wrong here. That means you are seeing Mainu starting every game in next season, right?
Most of them, yeah.
Okay, that means Bruno and Mainu is our starting two.
Yes.
That means either Tonali or Shumeni will be your 6.
Yes. In Champions League games or in Premier League games, depending on who we're playing midweek and
Okay, your rotational. Okay, your first 3 will be. Hypothetically, your first 3 will be Shumeni, Kobe Mainu, and Bruno Fernandes. That is your first 3. Your second 3 will be Ederson, Mateus Fernandes, and one more player. Anyone. Mount or like that.
Yeah, sure.
That is your 3. What I'm asking is, okay, this is my question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is my question, right?
Okay.
If Ederson, this is by the way, if Ederson comes there, if Carrick wants to start Ederson and Shumeni and Fernandes, is it cool for you?
All 3 of them.
No, Bruno. I'm saying Bruno Fernandes, Ederson, and Shumeni. No,
to be honest. It's just because I look at profiles and I don't think those 2 profiles work. But I would still no, I wouldn't. But that's why I've said I would take Tchouaméni. Who did I say? I'd take Tchouaméni, Baliba, or Ederson.
Ederson. Yeah, you said that. Yes.
Okay, I could play Tchouaméni and Baliba.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm saying that what I said was, if you get Tchouaméni, Mateus Fernandes and Ederson, you are fine with it, right?
Yes.
You are fine with it because you got Tchouaméni and you got Fernandes. What I'm asking was,
I probably would have said Baliba in place of Mateus Fernandes, but okay, sure, I'd be okay with Mateus Fernandes
because right now I will be astronomically surprised if United won't sign not Mateus Fernandes. If United don't sign Carlos Baleba, I will be surprised. He's United player for me. What I'm asking is, your starting midfield will be either Tonali or Tchouaméni and Bruno and Ederson. Is it fine for you?
Is that fine for me if in one of the games that's our starting midfield?
That is your midfield. So okay, it's a hypothetical scenario sheet. Your first game, you are playing against Newcastle. Your midfield is Bruno Fernandes, either Tchouaméni or Tonali, and Ederson.
No, because I'd play Mainu. Where's Mainu? I'd play Mainu in the team.
I'm asking if Carrick starts. Is it fine? Yeah. That's it. I'm asking if Carrick starts.
I wouldn't be okay with that lineup. No, I wouldn't be okay with that lineup.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's like what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is some crazy hypothetical, crazy arguments of you had this person,
Spooby.
this person.
No, it's not. Like, Spooby. I'm not as hypothetical because
give it a break.
Spooby,
give it a break.
These are These are the players who linked with United, and you are saying Ederson.
Linked in what? Linked from what sources? Sai.
You are signing Ederson.
From what source?
There's been a lot of
Fabrizio
sources
said it.
We've been linked.
Fabrizio said it. Ben Jacobs said it.
Fabrizio's the end of all sources now.
No, it's not that. But it's like most sources are suggesting that we're going for Ederson.
The point is, Sai is trying to purity test us on midfielders right now. He's saying, like, what if this midfielder starting here? Is Carrick going to do well?
Spooby, because I asked because I asked it because Spooby, I'm asked that because you are getting a midfield revamp. Last season, you got attack revamp. You got attack revamp.
Okay, and did we do better? Yes or no?
No, yes, I'm. That's why I'm
okay,
asking.
we did better.
No.
So
you
our
did
our
better.
management have told you that we've done better with revamping our attack, right?
Yeah. See, what your point is
Yes
here?
or no? Yes
I'm
or
telling
no?
you.
Sai, yes or
Yes.
no? Okay.
Yes.
So then why? Okay. So if we know that it's done better with the attack, can we trust them to do the midfield? Yes or no?
I'm also saying that I'm asking the questions.
Yes
the
or
players
no,
who linked with.
Sai? Yes or no?
No. Yeah. No. You can't say that because we haven't seen that. We seen with attack. Then I can say yes.
They've
Attack is
done
good.
well with the attack. Okay, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So will they do well with the midfield?
Yeah, they will do if they sign it. If they sign it, yes. I'm asking that.
Sign the players. If they sign the right players, then yeah.
It's been dishonest.
Spooby, see, Shik understand
I don't
my
get
question.
your point.
See,
I don't get your
Shik
point,
knows.
Spoobs. Yeah, I don't get what your point is.
No, because he's trying to. So he's trying to get you to ask hypotheticals of in the midfield where if you sign this player and sign that player and sign this player, is your midfield good? But he doesn't know what midfielders are going to sign.
No, he's not asking if our midfield's good.
Yeah,
he's asking
I understand
me
that.
who I would want in our midfield.
Yeah, I know, but he's not because
No,
when you
Subi,
said it,
Subi, get me wrong. You get
can
me
I
wrong.
can I
You have
speak?
to understand.
Can I speak? Sorry,
1 minute. Let me land. You can speak.
Okay.
What I asked, see, the players. I asked.
Sheik, when you said what midfielders you want, when you said what midfielders you want, he's like, "Are you sure you're going to get him? Are you sure? Well, you're going to get him." So he's trying to.
I never said that, by the way.
Moving the goalpost.
He asked. No, he didn't ask me
moving
if
the
we were.
goalpost.
No, he never said if I was sure we were going to get him.
Yes,
he was
did.
asking me if
I
I
never
was
said
going to
that.
play a certain midfield. No, he asked me if I was going to play Chouameni, Ederson, and
yeah, but he
and,
said, "Are you sure you're going to get him?"
No,
Get
I
who?
never said that.
Get who?
Yes, you did. Oh my god, rewind the stream.
Get who?
Holy shit.
Get who though?
Get
He
who?
said, are you
we
sure
get who?
what midfielders that you're going to get? Are you sure you're going to get him? Are you sure you're going to get this person? Like
I
you
never said
gave
that.
him.
No.
You
No,
gave
never. He
you
never
gave
said
him.
that. He never said
You
that.
gave him your free midfielders that you want.
No,
okay?
that I would play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that
would
you
play.
play.
Yeah.
And he said to you, "Are you sure you're going to get them though? Like, are
No,
you
I
sure
never
you're going to
said
get
that.
them?"
I
You
never
did.
said Spooby. I never said. See,
You
no.
did.
You can
You
ask
did.
Sheik. No. You can ask Sheik. No.
Look at Jack.
See,
Jack in the
I
chat.
don't think
Jack
he asked
Flagger in the chat.
I
No.
didn't think he asked
You-
that. I understood
did.
exactly
See?
what he was asking. I understood exactly. He
Yes.
was asking me based on
No.
profiles because based on profiles based off of what Carrick has been talking about, what type of player he wants in the midfield, and he's asking me based on the profiles that we're playing.
I understand
That's why I
that.
said I
But
can't
then
play
he
too many
said,
and
"Are you
believe it
sure you're
together.
going to get those players? Like, you're not going to get them."
Spooby.
Look at
No,
Jack Swagger in
Spooby.
the
You can.
chat.
No, Spooby.
He heard it too.
So, Spooby, you are getting wrong. Yeah. What I asked with Sheik is, are you sure
getting it
about
wrong.
if you sign Ederson? Sorry, if you sign Chouameni, Ederson, and Matheus Fernandes, are you sure that Carrick won't start Ederson? That is
That's
a
what he was
asked
saying.
question.
Yeah, that's what he
That
was
is what I'm saying. You got it wrong. I know United
No,
are signing
I didn't
midfielders.
get it wrong. I didn't get it wrong.
I don't
then-
think we will start it. I don't think we will start Ederson. That's what I was saying.
Yes,
That's what
then
was
I
saying.
agree with you, Sheik. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm asking that because if you are bringing Ederson for 35 million or 40 million, that means I'm seeing as a starter.
No,
I'm asking
that's the
Sheik.
thing. I don't see him as a starter. I would see him as a
That's
replacement to
the
Ugarte.
argument he's making. That
Sheik,
argument he just
Sheik,
made.
no.
No,
Spooby,
but you're
Spooby,
talking.
I'm asking.
No, but you were talking about whether we would sign these players. That's a completely different argument.
No, he was.
Yes.
Look in the chat. Jack
No.
Swagger said it, heard it too.
No,
I'm
you're
telling you.
saying no, but right
God.
now, Sai's saying whether I would start Ederson.
Oh,
You're
right now,
talking about
yeah.
whether
But
we
back
would.
then, he was saying like, "Are you sure you're going to get these guys? Are you sure you're going to get them?" Like, oh,
See,
Well,
no,
I don't
you will
want
get it.
Ederson.
Why
I've
ask
said this before.
Subi,
I don't want Ederson. So
Subi,
it's like,
why?
I
No,
don't
it's
want
a stupid
him.
question.
I don't want him.
Subi, Subi, it's a stupid question because I know Sheik doesn't want Ederson.
I
I
don't
know he
want
doesn't
Ederson.
want.
That's why
He's not top
asking me.
priority.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking. And by the way, I asked Sheik about he starts Maino or Ederson. That's what I asked. And
Yeah,
by the
and
way,
I said I'd start
if
Mainu.
you go
I
in-
said I'd start Mainu.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. That's it.
Okay, then, Sai, can I ask you a question? Do we get to
Go
know?
on. There is a chance
No,
you can.
no, don't say there's a chance. Give me a percentage.
60. The same reports I see. 60%.
I
I
couldn't tell
think
you what our
80 to 90%.
percentages.
Ah,
I don't
fuck's
know.
sake.
What do you think?
You
Do you
can't
think we get
ask people for like, are you going to get this player, going to get that player? And then when I ask you the same question, you're like, but. Like you have to keep the same fucking balls, okay?
Do you think we're
Swooby,
getting to
no,
knowledge?
no,
Do you
Swooby,
think we're getting to
okay,
knowledge?
Swooby, Swooby, let me ask you same question here. Are you getting too many then?
No, I don't think we are.
Okay, are you getting Anderson then?
Yes.
Okay,
You think
you're
we're
getting
getting
Anderson.
Anderson?
You're damn sure. You're damn sure about that.
I'm not damn sure, but good chance.
Then,
yeah.
Okay. No, don't say good chance now. Why are you saying good chance then?
High
say
chance.
Good chance. You can't. Huh?
You didn't say.
High chance.
You said 60%. Sai. You said 60%. That's not a good chance.
Swooby, no, Swooby. It's not okay. You saying you saying that you will get there is a high chance,
not a high chance.
No.
60%.
Okay, high chance. Okay, high chance. Okay, you give the percentage.
Okay.
You think? Give me the percentage of Anderson there.
Say that again. Sorry.
Give me the percentage. You said what the percentage of signing United signing Anderson there?
Anderson.
80%.
Okay,
you
Baleba
really think we
then.
sign Anderson?
Yeah. I think
Okay. Wait, Shik. Baleba.
I don't think we're saying Baleba.
Okay, 100% on Baleba, 100% on 80% on Anderson. Okay, you were getting you linked with one midfielder. Okay, Anderson will be
ask
done.
me percentages or ask me what chance.
I'm asking percentages.
We'll just go down all six
That's
players.
Belieba, I don't think we're interested in Belieba.
What percentage?
I go 50.
50%. 40%. What about
No, wait.
Anderson?
He said Baleba. He said 100% though. He said Baleba 100% though.
I didn't say
Okay, we'll just go. We'll go down. We'll go down everyone. So we'll start. We start with Anderson. Anderson is 80%.
No, but
Baliba is.
Wait.
Okay.
Sai, you're the one that was pressuring Shik about who he's signing in midfield.
He wasn't pressuring me. I don't even feel pressured. No, I don't even feel pressured. I don't understand why you are feeling
not
pressured.
pressuring, okay, but he was questioning you and who you're going to sign and what midfield.
I'm asking questions, Shik.
Right?
I'm asking Spooby.
I'm
asking
Shik, right?
questions because no.
And then when you give him
Spooby, you have to understand. Spooby, no. In the Man United, Spooby, in the Man United, they discussed about midfielders. They discussed about targets. They discussed about targets. That's why I can't ask questions in Man United because the conversation has to flow. That's why I came here to ask the questions. I want to know what three midfielders Sheik wants. I want to know what three midfielders he wants to start.
Honestly, I've been very loud about my midfielders that I've wanted. I've been saying it every stream.
That's why.
Sai, when you were saying what midfielders you want, right? Sai was okay. You're not pressured, but he was questioning you. Oh,
yeah,
what's the
likelihood I would want?
What's the likelihood if you get them? What's the likelihood to get this person? What's the likelihood to get that person?
Okay, fine. So let's say that he was. Okay, let's say that he was. Okay, so let's say that he was questioning us on who we would sign. Cool. So let's say he was asking me on who we would sign. Bro, I'd be completely honest. I can't even give you a full percentage of who we will actually sign.
I can't give you the question either. He can't answer either. So then
he's not answering
the question on him.
He asked me.
What's it? Okay, then Sai, what's the chance we get Chiumene? Sai, percentage wise.
For me, I'm saying that right now, the situation right now, I can say you are interested so highly. It all depends upon Real Madrid. I will say 30%.
Sure.
50.
30%. I think that's fair.
Okay. No, it is fair, but like why was he questioning you and grilling you over?
He wasn't though. That's what
I'm not.
He
wasn't.
Wait, so he can't ask. So he can't ask me what three midfielders I would want to play next season.
No. Wait, he was grilling you over what's the likelihood of those midfielders that you want coming to United? Okay,
who would be starting the first game of the season? No.
Question you over Chiumene come to United, and he has a 30%.
No, he didn't. He asked me what he named 6 midfielders. He asked me 3 midfielders that I would want from those 6 midfielders.
And then he asked me what percentage does Chiumene have to come to United?
He never asked me that. He never asked me that. Never
What's
asked me
the
what percentage.
likelihood? Sorry, I have to get words
He
right
never
here.
asked me that. He never asked
didn't.
likelihood.
I never asked me that.
He said.
No.
He said. So
Come
I'll tell you.
on.
Listen. So after I named my 3 midfielders, he asked me for. Originally, he also asked me. He said, "Who would you be okay with?" And then that's where I mentioned that I want at least one of Tonali and Chouameni. And I've always, and Sai knows this, that I don't want Ederson. So that's
He
why
asked you
he
the
asked
percentage
me.
of Tonali.
Yes,
he did answer you that.
so he asked me Tonali and Chouameni, and I said I'd want at least one of them in the team. Then I named all 3,
what?
and he knows I don't like Ederson. That's why he asked me if Michael Carrick started Ederson.
Why
in the
would
first
he
game of
ask
the
you if
season.
you're
Because he
getting-
knows I don't like Ederson. Like he knows I don't like Ederson.
No. Why would he ask you the percentage of Tonali and Chouameni?
He didn't ask me.
I
the
never asked the
percentage of
percentage.
Tonali and
He
Chouameni.
did.
Never asked,
He said
never
what?
mentioned
No.
percentage.
Oh
No.
my god! He
No.
said, "What's the likelihood that you get Tonali?" He said that.
I never said
The
that.
likelihood
No.
that we get Tonali.
Yes.
I don't think he asked me that because I don't know what I would tell
No.
him. I don't know what I would tell
Yes.
him. I don't think we have.
Why
that
would-
big
why
of a
would Shik
likelihood.
like?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I
Wow.
don't know what I would.
I just
I
talk
don't
so
have an
much.
answer for that. I don't even know why.
Yeah,
what I
Sai
would
just
say if
talks
he
so
asked me
much like people don't get what he's saying. But go ahead, sorry.
No, I don't.
See, Spooby, you
I
are getting
don't
wrong.
know.
You are this. Yeah, you are. You can check the tapes. You can go back. I asked this simple question. I asked. Sheik understand my question. I asked the Sheik that what is your starting 3 in the 6, and if I'm said if Ederson starts, is it fine for you or not? That's it. Because I know Sheik doesn't rate Ederson. He doesn't want Ederson. That's it. I asked if Carrick starts Ederson, Chouameni, and Bruno Fernandes, is it fine or not? That's what I asked. That's it. Simple question. That is simple question.
Okay, so you're not asking me what percentages of each player that we're going to sign, how likely they are to sign. That's what you're asking me. now.
Subi, I asked you what 3 midfielders you want. Simple question. That's it. What 3 midfielders you
Yeah,
want
but you asked
from
me.
your link
Yes,
with it?
you asked me what midfielders we want, and then you asked me the percentages of how likely.
I never
we
asked
sign them.
percentages, but you brought percentages. You
You
brought
did.
percentage. I never brought percentages. No.
You brought up percentages.
He never
No,
brought up
no.
percentages. He asked
No,
you
I
percentages
asked
because you
you-
asked him percentages.
No,
Yes.
that's not true. That's not
Yeah,
true.
it's true. You asked him percentages.
Yes, it's true.
Rewind
You
the tape.
brought
Anyone can go
percentages.
back and listen to the Sai. We can go back.
Okay, let's go back. Let's
You
go back
can-
and listen to this.
Okay,
Let's
go back and see. I asked
go
for
back and
percentages or you.
Fuck it, why not?
Yes.
Ask me about percentages of how likely we are to get midfielders.
Okay, so this is where we'll start the conversation from. This is 20 minutes ago.
Tonali.
Matthias Fernandes,
Tonali, Chouameni,
Anderson,
and Baleba.
Baleba,
That's what I was saying.
Um,
Tonali, Chouameni,
Chouameni.
and Baleba. That's my 3.
I like the
Okay,
West
that is
Ham
not realistic,
midfielder.
by the way. See, that is not,
It's not
what
realistic.
I'm
But
asking.
you're not asking
That is
realistic. You're not asking realistic.
I'm
Yeah,
asking
yeah, you're not-
You
realistic.
just asked who we would want.
No,
yeah,
I'm
that's
Shik,
who I
I'm
was
telling.
I like
I'm
Matthias.
saying
I like
no.
Matthias.
See, I know what you are. What I'm saying was, if you don't get if you don't get Chouameni, if you get Tonali, Baleba, and Ederson, or if you get
Okay.
Baleba, Ederson, and Matthias Fernandes, it's fine for you, right?
Baleba, Matthias Fernandes, and Ederson, I'm not fine with. No, I'm not fine with that. Tonali, I'd be okay. This is what I would say. I need one of Tonali and Chouameni, and
Okay.
Baleba and Ederson are okay. That's fine. But I need one of
Okay.
Chouameni and Tonali. Yes.
Okay, you definitely you don't. Sorry, you
So
want
if
at
it's
least
if it's yeah,
Tonali.
so if it's
Look,
Tonali,
he's not grilling you now, Sheik.
Baleba,
No,
Ederson, no, it's
Who?
not grilling.
If
What is
it's
this? How is this
Chouameni,
grilling?
Is it grilling? He's
Baleba, and
grilling
how is this
you.
grilling? He's just asking me.
Because
who I
his
would want.
question, he's asking you questions upon questions about who you want.
He's
That's
trying
grill.
to understand who I want. That's what.
Yeah,
he's trying
but
to
if you said,
understand.
"Oh, I want this person, this person, this person," they'd be like, "Oh,
See,
okay."
listen,
We're
I
talking
think
about like
United need
6
4
players.
midfielders.
Like we're literally
United-
talking about 6 players.
Yeah,
We're talking about a bunch of different
and he's like,
Fernandezes.
"Oh, you can't get this person. You
Edersons.
can't get that. Is that realistic?"
In 4
I mean, I didn't think it was grilling.
because
to be
you
honest.
only
No,
have
it's not
mind
grilling.
right
It's
now.
not.
I don't know
like
why
a
you
grilling,
think it's
but
grilling. I didn't think
he's
it was
asking
grilling.
you questions upon questions about.
Okay, but
who
where?
you
Okay,
get.
so but your point was where's the
Okay, you tell
percentages?
Spooby, you tell
Good.
Where is the
Spooby,
percentages?
Spooby, you
No,
telling
get
me,
to it.
Shik, you
Okay,
telling
and
me
by
that
the way, we'll get
Spooby,
to it.
you
Yeah,
telling me
my
that
is getting
and
started.
you will
And
play.
Go on, Sai. You're saying something?
Spooby, you telling me that I can't ask questions, Shik.
Oh, you can. No, you can ask Sheik all the questions you want. But like, let's not pretend that you weren't
that is I'm
grilling
saying.
him. Let's not pretend you
It's
weren't
not
grilling
grilling.
him.
Oh, he wasn't
Bro, it's
grilling
not
me,
grilling,
bro.
it's
He
questions.
wasn't.
He
He wasn't grilling
Ah.
me. I
Listen,
didn't feel like I was getting grilled.
Okay, I'll explain it right now. Hey, Sai, what players do you want in the transfer window?
In terms of who? Liverpool, right?
Anyone?
Anyone? No. I'm asking which club? Liverpool.
No, just
what?
anyone. Give me anyone. Anyone you want in the transfer window. Go ahead.
I'm asking Liverpool. In
Anyone,
terms
just
of
name
in
anyone.
Liverpool.
Let's just say
anyone.
Vitinha.
Anyone
Let's
you
just
want.
say Vitinha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See,
I will be realistic. I will be realistic. Like Kamara.
You want Kamara?
Okay.
Oh, what? You? How much are you going to sign him for?
Lime Kamara.
You really think you can get Kamara? You really think you can get Kamara?
He never said that.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think so? Okay, then who do you actually want then? Who's a realistic transfer?
See, realistic transfer. What I want was Kamara, but I don't think we will get it.
Oh, so realistic Kamara isn't realistic then?
No, it's realistic, but we Liverpool won't.
Do you see how I'm grilling him? Well, I'm grilling him right now. When
It's
I'm
not
asking
grilling.
him.
It's questions. It's not
You're
grilling.
trying to understand.
That
You're trying to
is-
understand more about it. How's that grilling?
Oh my
It's not grilling.
No, I
It's
don't.
questions.
Wait, one second, Spoobs. I don't get how
Jesus.
you felt grilled when the question wasn't even.
I
to
didn't
you,
feel
it was to
grilled.
me.
I thought he was grilling
You're the
you.
only one who has. You're the only one who's bringing this up. I didn't even feel grilled about it.
Okay, then. Okay, I'll do it again. Okay, Sai. So you want Kamara? Is that realistic?
Yeah, it's realistic. Yes.
Okay, how much are you going to sign him for?
I don't know. We will sign. I think we won't sign him. But
Oh,
if I
so
have
you're
to sign him,
what?
we
You
will
don't
get it
know
for-
what you're going to sign him for? That's realistic.
It's a realistic option, but Liverpool
Oh, it's
won't
realistic.
sign him.
But then how much are you going to sign him for?
55 million.
55 million. You think you're going to get Kamara for 55 million?
Yes.
Really? You think Aston
Yes.
Villa are going to sell? They're going to sell one of their best
Bro,
midfielders.
this is where you don't. This is where
They're going to sell one of their best midfielders for 55 million.
Bro, Spooby. I say Laim Kamara. He plays for Monaco.
That's grilling someone.
It's no. It's plays for Monaco. You don't
How can
know.
you? What? I don't.
You don't
So,
know.
well,
You
first
don't
of
know
all,
Laim
all the
Kamara from
questions
Monaco.
that you asked, he never even asked me those questions. When I said
He did.
Yes.
he never asked
when
me
you
how
said
much.
Tonali.
No.
when
He never asked me how much Tonali would cost. He never
When-
asked me that.
He did. He said,
never-
"How likely is it going to Tonali going to
Should
join
we
you?"
play the
now?"
clip? Should we
Like,
play the
got
clip?
it,
We
you
can
got
play
it
the
early.
clip. We can play the
No.
clip. He never asked me
Depends,
how
like,
much
when
Tonali
you
would
sell you
cost.
Gary for one.
Yeah, he's he's
Yes.
leaving. He's leaving.
When you
He's
just
Yeah,
sell
he's
Mount,
leaving.
Mount.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's who's signing him. Go on, Sai. Tell me who's signing him.
Spooby. No. So you did see. Count Mount and Mino as a 2, right? Okay, if you bring 4, that means 6 midfielders. You need at least
If
6
we even if
midfielders.
we bring in 3, I still think Mount's minutes are very much limited. I don't think he plays.
Yes.
Mount is not playing on our team. I'm
A lot. Yeah,
telling
he's
you.
not.
now.
He's down. He goes down the pecking order
He's
quite a lot. So whether he leaves or not is a whole different question. But he's not playing regardless. I don't think he's going to be playing that much regardless. But again, it all
Okay,
depends
so-
on who we end up going and
Spooby, let
signing.
me.
Because I don't
see,
see
let-
Ederson
okay,
as a
see.
starter. Ederson, to me, is not a starter in this team.
I think he's a starter. Shik.
I
I
don't
think he's a starter. The way
Is he a
No, no,
squad
no.
player in this team? Sure, but is he a starter?
Shik,
No, I don't think he's a
did you
starter.
see how Carrick spoke? Did you see the Carrick interview where he spoke about what he wants from players?
Sure. What he wants from players, cool, that's fine. But I'll ask
Mhm.
you this: who would you take in this current United team? Would you take a Tchouaméni, a Tonali, or an Ederson as a starter?
See, that is two different questions. One,
Just answer the
No, no,
question.
no.
Just three
No,
players. I've
Before
told
I
you.
have to answer, I have to give context. I'm
No, but
saying
you're
this
gonna
right.
give me
I watched-
context. You're gonna give me
context.
context based off of the Ederson that you've watched, and you're gonna tell me that Ederson's good. And I'm not saying Ederson's bad. I'm just asking you, as a starter, who would you right now, currently? Let's say this is your midfield: Menu, Bruno, and you need to sign. No mention Tonali, of price tag, by Tchouaméni, the way, or so- Ederson. They're all 3 there for
No,
free.
wait for it.
You just have to pick one as your starter. Who are you
Tchouaméni.
picking?
For me, it's just Tchouaméni starter. Tchouaméni
So
starting.
again, that's just back to my point. I think there's better starters out there over Ederson. So I wouldn't want him to be one of our starters. It would all depend on who we end up signing. But let's say our window is that Ederson, like you mentioned earlier, Ederson, Baliba, and who was the third one? You said Fernandez,
Tonali.
Mateus Fernandez. I'm not okay. No. You said Ederson, Baliba, and Mateus Fernandez. Let's say those three are some of the midfielders.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. I'm genuinely not okay with that. I'm not okay with those three midfielders. I think we
plays
failed.
double. Okay, wait. Carrick plays right now. He's playing Mainu every.
This could just be me, but I think if we sign those three, we failed. Genuinely think we failed.
Okay, see. Let me ask you a question, Shik. That means no, Shik. Let me ask you. See, that means if you, I'm getting the wrong or you are getting wrong here. That means you are seeing Mainu starting every game in next season, right?
Most of them, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that means Bruno and Mainu is our starting two.
Yes.
That means either Tonali or Tchouaméni will be our 6.
Yes. In Champions League games or in Premier League games, depending on who we're playing midweek and yeah.
Okay, your rotational. Okay, your first 3 will be. Hypothetically, your first 3 will be Tchouaméni, Kobe Mainu, and Bruno Fernandes. That is your first 3. Your second 3 will be Ederson, Mateus Fernandes, and one more player. Anyone. Mount or like that.
Yeah, sure.
That is your 3. What I'm asking is, this is my question. Right?
Still keep
okay, this is my question, right?
Because we're still waiting for it.
And if Ederson, this is by the way, if Ederson comes there, if Carrick wants to start Ederson and Tchouaméni and Fernandes, is it cool for you?
That's all what he asked me. That's all he asked me. That's literally all he asked me. Just those 3 players.
No, whoa! What? You stopped it there.
You want me to continue?
Oh no, I don't want to ruin the stream.
No, we can continue. We can continue.
Yeah,
but
see, you can continue. You say, you bring it.
Longer are we waiting for the point to land, though? You said it like a long time ago. I'm still waiting for him to say that.
Oh, do you want to get timestamps? You want timestamps?
You're the one who said he said it.
We're in the stream right now, and you want timestamps for it?
Didn't you just say let's go back and watch the tapes? Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, I said go back, but I don't have timestamps.
Bruno Fernandes.
That's not Bruno Fernandes.
And Tchouaméni.
Okay, let's play the rest of it. Cool. No, to be honest, it's just because I look at profiles and I don't think those 2 profiles work. But I would still no, I wouldn't. But that's why I've said I would take Tchouaméni. Who did I say? I'd take Tchouaméni, Baliba, or Ederson.
Fernandes, Ederson. Yeah, you said that. Yes.
Okay, I could play Tchouaméni and Baliba.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm saying that what I said was, if you get Tchouaméni, Mateus Fernandes and Ederson, you're fine with it, right?
Yes.
You're fine with it because you got Tchouaméni and you got Fernandes. What I'm asking was,
I probably would have said Baliba in place of Mateus Fernandes, but okay, sure, I'd be okay with Mateus Fernandes.
Because right now I will be astronomically surprised if United won't sign not Mateus Fernandes. If United don't sign Carlos Baleba, I will be surprised.
So
he's United player.
For a second,
what I'm asking is, you were starting.
You're telling me this isn't a grilling right now?
No. Don't talk about grilling. When did he ask me about Tonali's
No. Didn't I tell you
Why
he
are
grilled
you switching
you?
Goalposts? You are.
I'm not switching goalposts.
You are, because you said he brought.
Did I not say he was grilling you?
Percentages.
This is a grilling, Shik. This is a grilling.
How is this grilling?
Because he's asking you multiple questions. Okay.
About who I would want to
your
play.
midfielders that you want. And he said, like, oh, if you don't get this midfielder, you get that midfielder, you don't get this one. Like, how's that not a grilling?
So if I ask Sai on who he would want to play in his starting 11 next year, and I keep asking him more questions about it, that's grilling. Is that grilling?
Yes, because after he told you what he wants, then you would stop, right? But you've already told him what midfielders you want, and he's still questioning you. He's still giving you other hypotheticals.
Okay, what? So what? It's not. I don't feel like I'm getting grilled. I'm just answering my questions.
No, it's not about if you feel you're being grilled. He's asking you question after question after question.
Which is fine. Like, that's okay. He wants to know about what I think about the team.
But you don't understand the meaning behind it. Is my point.
The meaning behind his questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, why would he be so?
Why
would he?
What is the meaning behind
Okay.
your question?
Anyway,
Please
you don't
enlighten.
get it. Anyway,
You get okay. You tell me what the meaning is. Since you get it, you tell
because
me.
he's trying to make you sweat. He's trying to make you sweat.
Trying to make me sweat over my
Yeah.
midfield.
Yes. You don't believe that? You don't believe that? Okay.
No, bro, I don't believe that. He's trying to make me sweat over my midfield.
I do believe it. I believe it. Like, I know Sai. I know how Sai operates.
I know Sai too, bro. He's not making me sweat over my midfield, man.
Yeah, but
he's not gonna make me sweat. The only person that's gonna make me sweat over my midfield is Ineos, not Sai, bro. It's not. It's Ineos.
No,
I agree with you.
Ineos gonna make me sweat about my midfield, not Sai, man.
You don't understand it, but
it's no Sai. Sai can banter me. He can say whatever he wants.
Shik will feel straight if they sign Ederson,
No.
if they sign
I'll feel
Garnacho,
sweat.
if they sign Madueke.
No. Wait. Sheik
funny.
doesn't understand Sai, and it's good. He doesn't understand him. But
Okay, I don't understand.
Okay, I get him.
Yeah,
I get him.
don't understand Sai. I don't understand Sai. My bad, Sai.
Yeah.
I don't understand you, bro.
and Spooby, and you say you put words in my mouth. I never asked percentages, but you
He
asked
never
percentages
said
first.
percentages. He never said percentages.
Yes. I never said
He didn't
about
listen to
this
the-
and this and
he
this
didn't
and
listen
that.
to
Shout out
the-
to Flawless for the raid as well. Sarcasm City TV raid. Welcome, people. Colombia in the building. You
Hey,
already
H,
know.
what the
Dario. Shout out to you, man. And
Big
that
up.
this is just so unnecessary, H. Like, genuinely, you might have to get blocked one day, bro.
Big up,
Like,
HIS.
bro,
I agree
Amram
with
back
you,
is...
H.
Yo, bro. No, just shove, Simon. Shove. Slot stays forever. I hope that's what happens.
Shik, are you guilt now?
And if
I asked
Slot
you a
gets
question, are you
sacked, I
guilt?
hope you sign Amarim. I hope you sign Amarim. If Slot,
That's
if Slot
we
gets
rejected
signed.
him first time. Shik. We rejected him first time. Why you will sign second time, man? Come on. We really.
Second time's a charm.
Nah.
Second time's a charm.
By the way, I'm watching this NBA. Knicks are going to... Bro, I'm telling you, Shik, off topic. If Knicks are going to the final, Gotham
Knicks are going
City,
to the final.
Radio City will be hell. Radio City will
Oh, I
be in
know.
hell.
Next to the final is like we need it though for the
Hell.
NBA, just for content. We need it
Yes.
for content.
Yeah,
I need to
content,
see
yeah.
some.
I agree with you.
I need to see like fuck Shea or something like that, or fuck Wemby getting chanted in like
See,
Madison Square Garden. I need
Bro,
that shit.
they already want Wemby right now. They saying
Yeah.
that bring Wemby.
Yeah, they're saying bring Wemby. Yeah. Oh my god, bro, this is crazy. Hey, look, I hope the New York Giants perform the same way next season. That's all I'm saying. I hope they perform the same way next season. But cool,
Yes.
people. That is pretty much it for the show. 3 hours and 21 minutes. We were supposed to do kind of like a recap for our entire seasons, and we were supposed to kind of do like a Premier League team of the season type of stream, but we'll do that next week. We will not shy away from that because I think that's going to be really controversial as well. And we love chaos over here at the show. So you guys already know we love chaos over here. But yeah, next week, Premier League team of the seasons, flop of the seasons, best player of the seasons, best managers of the seasons, best this, flop that, worst this, worst that. All of that is going to be in next week's stream. Even though we know most of the Liverpool players are going to be in part of a lot of those lists, it is what it is. But yeah, make sure you guys do tune in for that next week. This was episode number 105 of the Mud Brothers Show. We have the Champions League final actually coming up this weekend, so that'll be before the Mud Brothers episode next week. So we have to do a prediction for that final. Shout out to everyone else in the chat too. Jack Swagger, H, Benito, Barrio, Flawless, Sai in the chat as well too. Don C. We have Marlon, Chin Lu, PFC, Jez. Shout out to Jez who was on the show earlier as well. Prime, you still here as well?
I think
Yeah,
he's
I'm
not.
here.
Yeah, he's
You're
here.
here this whole time, you know.
Yes, he's here.
Bro, yeah.
His whole time he's here. We rewind the stream. He's not. Tell
So the
one
whole time,
word.
Prime, you were listening to everything that was being said. And you just decided
No,
to just say
I
nothing. You decided to just
I-
let the house burn down. That's what you
I
decided to do.
I wasn't.
You were
listening.
just standing outside looking at the house burning down. That's what you were doing.
I wasn't. Listening.
Yes.
You weren't listening.
No, I don't know what you guys were arguing about.
Yeah, we're not gonna go back into it either. So
Yeah,
we'll just let it.
yes.
We'll let it be the way that it is. Yeah, he's watching the plane circle the airport, just not trying to land it.
Bro,
He's
you
just
have-
like,
you have Spooby and Sai on the stream. They're just gonna argue with each other.
damn,
No, we are. I haven't argued.
damn, fight back. Y'all just go, hey, Spoons, you just let him say that about you? That's crazy.
No,
That's true. Like, I have
can
to
understand-
argue inside. There's
No.
more
Shik is
cricket than
Prime is
that.
Mr. Chaos, man. I can understand why he's doing. He's Mr. Chaos.
Hey man, it's just I just think aside today you were caught in the crossfire. Spooby was aiming outside. Spooby had his gun just straight like this, pointed at someone. I think you just came in the crossfire today. If Prime was speaking more, it'd be
Shik,
Prime.
It's not a crossfire. See, he
If
aimed
CP
at
was
me,
here,
but
it'd be
I never
CP.
catched it.
Trust me, it would have been CP. It wouldn't have been you. It wouldn't have been you.
Shik, he aimed at me, but he missed it. He missed it by a mile.
Yo,
It's not a
Spooby,
shot for me.
Spooby, I actually think you aimed at me. You know, I think you aimed at
I
me.
aimed at you.
Yeah, because you thought I was getting grilled.
What happened was I tried to defend you, and you're a absolute cockroach. So you aimed the gun back at me and fired it at me. But
Well,
listen,
I was telling you that I don't need to.
Hey,
be
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's good.
But you're telling me that I needed to be saved when I didn't even need to be saved.
Okay,
I wasn't trying to be
that's
saved.
that's your opinion. But yeah,
but I'm telling you, I wasn't being grilled.
I don't. You were being grilled because you didn't look good when Sai was grilling you. But listen,
Really?
we can get
I didn't
back
look
into
good.
it. Nah, you didn't.
I didn't look good.
Were you
He
being
was
grilled
grilled.
about? Were you being?
He was getting grilled
Kamara?
about midfielders, and you didn't look great.
Prime.
And
Shik,
me as a friend, I tried to help him, but
So
then
I
he
was
just
being
threw it back.
Prime. So I was apparently being grilled about midfielders that I would have wanted in my team. Does that make sense?
And Sai was asking you questions that you couldn't answer.
Does that make sense?
Me,
Prime?
as a friend, as a fellow United supporter, try to help you, but then
What questions was I not able
threw
to
it back
answer?
threw it back.
What questions was I not able to answer?
Who you're more likely to go get? As a
He never
midfielder?
asked me who we were more likely to go get. I keep telling you this. He asked
He
me
did.
who I wanted. He never asked me who we were likely to go get. He asked me who I wanted. Like I just showed you the clips.
Clip.
Go back and listen.
just showed you the clips.
Go back and listen.
We're not
to the
doing
whole...
this again where we go back and listen. I just showed you the clips.
I'm not asking you to go back and I'm asking people in chat. Go back.
Okay, but you said I couldn't keep a hold of myself. What was it that you thought I couldn't keep a hold of myself?
Sai was asking what midfielders you want, and you were saying Chiamene, Anderson, and he was
Never
saying,
said
like,
Anderson.
"Are you?"
I never wanted Anderson. Never said
Okay.
Anderson.
Chiamene,
So that's how I just know
you...
you're wrong. That's how I just know you're wrong because I never said Anderson.
Oh, so you
But go on. Okay, so
okay.
I was saying three midfielders.
And they said, "How likely are you going to get him?" And you said, "What?"
I said what?
No, I'm asking you.
You know it. You said I wasn't able
No,
to keep...
no. What?
Okay.
Sai
So
asked
you don't know
you.
what I said.
Sai asked you, how likely are you going to get Chiamene? Okay. And
I
what did
never
you
said
say?
that. I never asked that. No, I never asked that.
No. Okay. So what did I say? What did I say to that?
Not likely.
I said I'm not likely. We're not likely to get too many.
Yeah.
And he asked me specifically, "Are you going to get too many?"
Yeah, he asked you what midfielders you want at United, and you said Chiamene, and he said, "How likely are you going to get him though?" And
He never
I never
asked
asked
me
him.
that. He never
I
asked
never
me
asked
that.
him.
Yes, he
No.
did.
One thing that I will say
no.
this, one thing that he did mention was he was talking about, he said, I don't think the signings that you would get are realistic, but I countered him.
Wow, that means the exact same thing I'm saying.
Listen.
Not realistic,
before you
not
jump,
likely.
Listen
Wow.
before you jump, listen.
Holy
And that
shit.
same point, I corrected him.
God.
And I said, Sai, you never asked about realistic. You asked about who I wanted. And he said, okay, you just continue with who you wanted. And that's where we
Okay.
continued about
So
who I
after
wanted.
you corrected him about if Chiamene is a realistic signing,
I'm
aka
still
not
I'm
likely,
still waiting for the part where
and then-
where you felt that I got grilled. That I'm still waiting for that part.
go back and watch it.
Tell me the part where you felt I couldn't keep a hold of myself.
No, I'm not saying you couldn't.
You
keep
just
a
said
hold
that.
of yourself.
I just said that.
No, I said that Sai was trying to grill you on midfield signings. Okay, that's it.
You said
I didn't say that you were you couldn't hold yourself. Or
you just said that. You just said that. You said I couldn't keep that I was crumbling under pressure because Sai was grilling me and that I wasn't able to keep a hold of myself because of the midfielders he's asking me. I'm just simply asking you, why do you think that? What was the question that you felt I couldn't keep a hold of myself?
Because you couldn't answer his questions.
Answer that what midfielders I wanted.
No, you can answer they're realistic. Because you said they're midfielders that you wanted,
Okay.
and he prefaced it with, "Oh, that's not realistic," or "You're not likely to sign them."
He said, "I don't think that's realistic," but then
then that's my point.
But I brought him back to his original
Holy
point,
shit,
which was
man, what
never
the
realistic signings. It was never realistic signings. Like
I
I
just
don't
thought-
understand
Shik,
why
no,
you're
Spooby,
so
before
pressed
you go,
about this.
Spooby,
I don't get why
Shik,
you're so pressed
see,
about this.
Shik, let me ask you this one question, right? You think Tumen is realistic? You don't think Tumen is realistic, right?
Is too many realistic?
I'm asking Shik.
I don't think he's realistic. No, I don't think he's realistic.
You see, he knows it.
So, what's your point?
So why would he ask me if it's realistic or not?
Yes,
he did. But why or not? He did. He asked you that.
No, he didn't. He never asked me, is Chouameni realistic? He never asked me that.
Yes,
word
he
for
did.
word.
What? We just listened to something that it said, "What you want too many? Is that realistic, Sheik? You think you're going to get too many?" And you say, "No, I don't think we're going to get too many."
I never said I don't think we're gonna get He never asked me that. Literally never asked me that.
Okay,
that's crazy. But I don't know why you're just trying to pick up an argument for no reason. Genuinely,
no reason.
You think I got grilled, and I'm telling you I didn't get grilled, and I didn't feel like we got grilled. I'm asking you, how did I get grilled? You're now saying I don't think you got grilled. I don't know what it is that you got grilled.
You're taking it as like an ego
you just
thing.
Think I got
like
grilled.
you're taking it as an ego thing.
It's not an ego. I don't know what you're.
It's an ego
for,
thing.
Man. I just don't know what you're arguing for.
Okay,
how is it an ego?
I'll
thing?
stop.
He asked me a simple question. I gave a simple answer, and you think he's grilling me. I don't know why you think he's grilling me. I just answered 3 midfielders. That's it.
Yeah,
but even if
you're sitting right now, are you sweating right now?
I'm sweating right now. I guess. Yeah, I'm sweating right now. Over midfielders. I guess I'm sweating right now over midfielders. So I'm saying, you thought you said he thought I was sweating, which anyways is whatever.
Ego thing.
It is whatever. It is whatever. Anyways, we'll move on. End of the stream, 105. We'll do a Champions League prediction real quick before we do head out. PSG versus Arsenal.
PSG 2-1.
PSG 3-1.
Arsenal 2-1.
Prime.
Oh, you guys are finished arguing again.
I was never arguing. I was
grilling.
just simply asking questions, answering questions. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's all I was doing. I was just
Champions
answering
League final.
questions.
Sure.
Champions League final. Fucking hell. 1-0 Arsenal.
Fair enough.
I'm really
I'm
really worried they're just gonna win it. I'm not gonna lie.
I get it. They have a chance. It's not like they don't have a chance at all. They have.
No, it's not even the chance. It's like the underdog thing. Them being underdogs. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like. So.
I just hope PSG turn up the same way they turned up last year in the final. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But cool. Episode number 105 of the Mud Brothers Show. We'll catch you guys all next Monday. We'll be back for that stream that I did mention earlier. So make sure you guys do show up. Sai, you're obviously invited next week as well. I'll give a shout out to Jazz too. He can join up.
Thanks.
So we can have a Spurs fan, a Liverpool fan. Try to get a City fan on too, since it's like a team of the season type stream. But cool. Shout out to everyone before we close out. Spoobs, anything you want to say before we finish the stream?
No, just subscribe to Shik TV. Obviously, Prime has his sarcasm clips going on, so subscribe to that. Pick up Eli, Dawn, everyone that can't make it. And everyone in the chat, appreciate you. Big up.
Cool.
Big up.
Sai, same thing to you.
Yeah, big up. Big up Shik, big up Subi, big up Prime. Subscribe to Shik TV. Turn up the likes, hit the subscribe button. And shout out to Don C, Eli, Spooby, and that fraud and Scrubs CP also, who is in there. Hope he will show up next stream. Big up.
Big up. Prime, same thing to you, bro.
Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I apologize for Sai and Spooby and Cheek arguing for most of the show. You know, but you guys were
Prime,
entertained.
we got it wrong. Prime, we got it wrong. It's grilling. It's
It
not
was
army, it's
grilling.
grilling.
Yeah, it's true. It's not grilling, but it is grilling, but it's not, you know.
It's grilling. It's grilling.
Grilling. Okay. Grilling about midfielders that are supposedly realistic, but not realistic or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, if you enjoyed the show, listen, hey, the World Cup's about to start, so you know. Hopefully
Shout out
Arsenal
Colombia.
win.
We're winning it all. Shout out Colombia. We're winning it all.
Hey, Flawless, it's coming home, Flawless. It's coming home.
Shout out Colombia and Sweden, Norway. Shout out them things.
Yeah.
Serbia.
Shout out to all those countries, man. Some
Serbia's
great
pretty good,
footballers,
man.
some great football. Just
Hey,
some
come on,
quality-
Scotland. Scotland.
quality
Let's go.
football.
Oh, actually, also for those of you who don't watch AFCON, you're gonna see a whole new world with Cape Verde. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome.
Okay. Fair enough.
Come
I'll
on,
be tuning
Scotland.
in. I'll be tuning
Hey,
in.
you don't know
Yo,
about Cape Verde?
if
know
Scotland
about
win the
Cape Verde?
World Cup, I think McGinn needs to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm sorry, but I think he needs to.
Oh,
It's crazy, isn't it?
It just needs to happen.
You guys know in Scotland they changed for a limited time. They've changed the £20 note to have McTominay's face on.
Yeah, I seen that. They put
Yeah, the
McTominay's
overhead kick.
bicycle kick, the overhead kick on it.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Hey, you wish. Hey, Age, you wish McGinn could be on the £20 note. You wish. Our boy Scott made it. Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, he say, no, Age doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm totally
he's
just messing with
Mecha,
Age.
man. He's Busquets. He's better than Busquets.
Also, Aston
McGinn-Iniesta.
Villa, the
Exactly.
way they
McGinn-Iniesta.
won that final, bro, class, absolute class.
Bro, were we really sitting here in doubt, thinking Villa were not? We said Villa. We all said Villa were gonna win the Europa League months ago, like
no, of
months
course,
ago.
of course,
Never
but
had
that
a
doesn't-
doubt, man.
Of
Never
course,
had a
but, like,
doubt.
that
Never had a
doesn't
doubt.
doesn't mean I can't acknowledge the way they won.
No,
The
no, you
final.
can acknowledge. I'm more so saying towards there's some people out there who are sleeping on Villa, and I just want to say I was never
the only
sleeping on
people
Villa.
who sleep on Villa is Arsenal fans that hate Emery.
And Vicarin.
Just weird
Everyone's
Arsenal.
sleeping on Villa.
Wait, really? Who did he think would win Europa?
Well, he thinks Morgan Rogers is overrated for one.
I agree. Morgan Rogers is overrated, but it
I
doesn't
don't think
mean
he's
Villa won't win
overrated.
Europa.
I don't think he's overrated.
That's harsh.
I do.
No way, you guys think Morgan Rogers is overrated when you guys
I
wanted.
think-
We're saying he's gonna come to the bridge like all of
Yeah.
like this season. Morgan Rogers is gonna come to the bridge.
Chelsea wanted him. I didn't say I wanted him.
You don't want so Morgan Rogers is available tomorrow. You don't want him.
Come on, Prime. Come
Silence.
on.
Oh,
Yeah, Prime.
Hear
You'll
the
take.
silence. Hear the silence. Who
You
you hear
take.
the
You
silence?
take Morgan
I
Rogers.
just,
Come
I
on.
just answered you. Do I
Go on.
personally want him? Do I personally want him? No. But will Chelsea try and sign him if he was available? Yes.
Okay, so you personally don't want him. So tomorrow, if Morgan
No.
Rogers is available on a free,
No.
you say no.
Oh, on a free?
Okay, not on a
Sure.
free. Let's say your desired. Let's say what's his like price tag? Let's say 70 million.
I'm not paying
80
70
million. He
million.
said 80 million.
50 million. 50.
I'm not paying.
50 million. 50
50.
million.
I'd rather pay 40, but sure, 50. Fine.
That's crazy.
Come on, Prime. You know he what? Come on.
He walks in your team. He walks in your team right now.
Sure.
He replaces Palmer right away.
Yeah, sure. What's your point?
You don't want him.
No, because I would want better than him.
Oh, who out there for 70 million you think you could get better for Rogers?
I don't know. The players I would want, the level I would want, you'd have to spend more than 70 mil.
Okay, fair enough.
Prime,
It's like,
you got-
bro, it's like saying that, like, it's like you telling me Bruno walks into my team, but I wouldn't want to sign him.
But I'm not saying Bruno's overrated. That's a different conversation too.
I
It
do
all
think-
started
I
from
do
he's
think-
overrated.
I do think he is overrated. I'm not. That's not me saying he's not quality and he's not good, but for the way people speak about him, and particularly his price tag, yes, he's overrated.
I'd take Morgan Rogers
Bro,
still in this
bro,
team. You know, I don't know about you,
100%.
Scoops. I'd take him right now.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'd
still
take
in this
Bro,
team.
Bro,
Yeah,
people, bro, 70 to like 70 to 100 mil. Nah.
I hear that 70 to 100 mil is quite a lot, but
And-
would I
and-
spend 70 on him? You know what? Sure, I
No, but
would.
Shik,
Yeah.
but Shik, that's why he's overrated, though. No.
No, well, we know the market's inflated. No player actually goes for how
Yeah.
much they're worth. Like no
I
player
know,
actually
yeah,
ever
of
goes
course,
for how
of
much they're
course,
worth.
yes.
Prime, I need to ask you.
So we can't
Edge's
judge it
question.
based off of
What's
like 70 million.
what's overrated about him, Prime?
Of course, the market's inflated.
Mhm.
But if I'm going to spend that money, can I not spend it on a better player?
Prime.
Or
What's
can I not
overrated
find-
about him?
Or can I not find a better player for cheaper?
Okay, but tell me the better player for cheaper though.
Yeah,
Who you
what's
think would be
overrated
one?
about him? What's
I
overrated about him?
personally don't know because I'm not Steve. Well, ask Steve. I'm sure he could find them. But I'm not Steve.
But you
No,
just
but-
said
no,
you
but-
think there's better players out there for that same price tag, but you don't know what better players are out there.
Yes, because bro, there's world football. There probably will be better players, but I just don't know. That's my
Okay.
limited knowledge, but like I don't know.
Prime, can I ask you a question?
Fair enough.
What's
what are
what's
you doing?
overrated about Rogers?
I just think for the price tag that's being touted of him, I just don't think he is worth that price.
What do
I
you
think
rate
I think-
Palmer
I think-
as?
I think-
What do you
I
rate
think he's a-
Palmer?
I don't though.
Yeah, but
I think Palmer's
if you had to sell Palmer, how much would you sell him for?
Me personally,
Yeah. You. How much would you sell him for?
I don't know. Would a team play like 40 mil for him? 40,
So,
50
well, how
mil?
much would you sell buy Rogers for? Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the same price. 40, 50 mil.
Hey, I can get 50 mil
Okay.
for Rogers. Hey, man, I'm taking that. Come on.
You're asking me would I pay for Rogers? Probably that, yeah, 40 mil.
And then
Okay.
Bro,
Who's
yeah.
Is there any player out there at the top of your head that you would
Would
want in
would
the team that you would pay 70 plus for?
I would pay big money for Musiala.
Musiala, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best 10s in the world.
Fair enough.
If you're
Yeah,
paying big money for an attacker, like buy the quality. I spend big money on Elise. I'd spend big money on Kvaratskhelia.
But
Fair
you said 50 for Rogers, though.
Yeah, 40 mil. Yeah, 40, 50.
40,
sure.
50.
Yes. Yeah.
Come on. Like,
I don't think.
What
think
player?
Palmer's
Who are
worth-
you going
I
to
don't-
get better?
I don't think Palmer's worth a lot either. So this is not a thing of Palmer overall. Like I don't want like Palmer. I've been saying for months now. Like get rid. But
Who are you going to get better for 50 mil than Rogers?
I'd buy Arda Güler. I'd buy Nico Paz.
You're going to get them for 50 million.
No, probably not for 50. They probably
Nah,
cost,
Prime.
they cost more, but I'd buy them.
Prime. Nico Paz will cost at least 80 to 90 million. 80 to 90
I know
million.
that, but I know that they'd cost more, but I would buy them over Rodgers.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And by the way,
Fair enough. That's-
I've never.
that's
And by the
fair.
way, I've not said Rodgers is bad. I've not said that I don't rate Rodgers.
You think he's overrated? That's what you.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
If we're saying like between like 70 to 100 mil, yes, that is overrated. He's not worth that.
No,
I'd
I
rather
get
buy
that.
the better.
Hey,
I'd rather
Shik,
buy the
can I ask
better
you a question,
player.
Shik?
But that's the thing, though. There's nobody's worth their price tags. So it's
Hey,
like
Shik, can I ask you a
can say that
question?
about everyone.
But
Sesko
I'd
was
rather-
not 75 million. Like a lot of the
Okay,
players, Declan Rice was never 100 million. Like these players are not worth their price tag.
Sai, you said Nico Paz would be like what 90 mil? You said.
Yes, yeah. He will cost 90 million. Yeah. Yeah.
Currently
yes.
in this moment, currently in this moment in time, do I think Nico Paz is worth 90 mil? Probably not. I think that's maybe
Because
a bit
he's
too much. However,
he's not worth
however,
90
he's
million.
however, he is a better player. So
No,
I'd spend
he's
that money on the
80.
better player.
But his 80 and 90 million is on his prospect, on the youth, the fact that he's
No,
young and
but
he has a lot of
he's-
years ahead of him. That's
yeah,
why
no,
he's
but
80
he
to
is
90.
no, but he is yes, but he is a better player though.
Than
spend money on
Morgan
better
Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
you know
watched
what?
Paz
I
enough, to
agree
be
with the
honest.
point.
I
He's
can't
better
really
than.
say that.
No, no.
I think Paz and
He's
Keeler are better players.
no.
Also, my knowledge on players out there is not like Steve or Sai or Jez.
Same.
So,
I don't
like,
have
when you're
much knowledge on
so when
Paz
you're
either.
telling
Like,
me so
I
so
can't
I'm only
say
naming
Paz is
players.
better than Rogers.
No, but I'm only naming players that I know. But if you're telling me what players out there are like cheaper or as much as Rogers, I don't know much. But if I said to Steve,
No. See,
can
I
you
will tell
find
you
me?
this. No. I will
Hold on,
tell you
hold on,
this,
Si.
right?
Hold on, Si. If I said to Steve, I'm gonna give you 50 mil or 40 mil, can you find me 3 number 10s that are better than Rogers for that price? I'm sure he could do it.
Sure.
So, and that's my point. There are players out there that are just as good, if not better, for much cheaper.
Sure. I mean, I guess we could. We could just say that about everybody then. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
but
have
like
to go
that's
out there
what
and sign a set player because we can always just sign players who will be cheaper out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean,
And that can
yes
be
and
always
no.
that can always just be said every single season.
Yes and no. If the quality is there, then and you have to pay a bit more, then I don't mind doing that, but it's only for the quality.
Hey, Shik, for 50 million, who would you sign? Palmer or Rogers?
Rogers, of course, I would sign
Yeah,
Rogers.
I agree.
That's fine, but can you not buy better players than both?
I could, I could, but
Yeah,
that's
for
not the
more money,
question, though. Like,
but-
that's not even like the question.
No, but that's what I would rather do.
Fair enough. That's fair. That's your opinion. Can't argue it. That's fair. I just think Rogers walks in your team and he makes your team better. He definitely does.
You're not wrong. I don't disagree. Because Palmer's ass, so I don't disagree with you. But I'd rather buy better. Personally.
Fair enough. Cool. That's pretty much it for the stream, though. People, we've been trying to close out for like 30 minutes, but this is it. This is pretty much it. But cool. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Episode number 106 next Monday. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, H has said for 2 years that Rogers is better than Palmer.
He has been saying that. Yeah, he has been saying that. I do remember that as well.
Hey.
But cool. Anyways, love, peace every single time. Hope you guys all have a great week. Champions League final, of course, in between. Hopefully the right result happens. And when I say right result, that's open up to your interpretation of what the right result is. Because I'm not here to start another argument. But anyways, right result. Big up. I'm not even going to say Arteta in anymore because that shit don't matter anymore. So that's literally, it fucking sucks. I can't even say that anymore. But we have a new manager that we can say when we end the stream. Any guesses on who it could be? Spooby?
Alonso.
No. He could be one, but... No. Who's another manager who's in?
Oh, Slot.
I'm not gonna lie.
Arnie Slot.
Walk with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You will never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You will never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You will never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you never walk alone. You will never walk Alone.
Bro, fuck
Yeah,
that.
facts. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Word to
it's
young
just-
ill.
I'm like, hey,
You get-
flawless tag.
Yeah, facts. Treat you like a car battery, man. You get jumped when you dead. You know what I'm saying?
Trust
Word
me.
to young ill. What we talking about here?
Man will
You know what I'm
piss on
saying?
your grave,
What
bro.
we talking
Man will
about,
piss
yo?
on your grave, bro.
What we talking about?
I don't even. What do I even do, bro? What do I even?
Yeah, go on, Barry.
And for the audience here, we're doing the perfect segue for that podcast, right? All of us here, whoever wants to, we're going to sing this together, right? They told me in elementary school, we're gonna sing this together, sing this together, right? Listen,
This guy.
and a one, and a two, and a.
Honest blood. La, 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 la.
Shout out to our new size favorite manager of all time. Shout out to Prime for the clip as well. Every single time, it's so funny too because I'm actually sending you guys over to Big Six bands. So you guys are actually going over to Mons right now. So yeah, you guys just say what's up to him, and don't tell him I played this clip on the stream, please. I'm not trying to.
No,
I'm trying to
actually,
work
no.
with bros sometimes.
We are. When we raid Big Six Bands,
Fuck
type
yeah.
in the chat Monsters Room. Just type in Monsters Room.
Just write Mons' room in the chat here. Mons' room in the chat when you guys raid Big Six bands. All right, cool. Shout out to everyone. We'll catch you guys all next week. Big up every single time. Love to you every single time. Thank you to all you guys, Mud Brothers community. Love to you guys all every single time, man. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Arteta. Fuck you, man. Arteta, seriously.
Arteta.
Slyin.